is up? How we doing, everybody? It is Sunday night, and it is time for another episode of We Want Answers. Isaac's Army in the house, as always. Big Sean, John, and Dave. What's up?
Evening.
How is everybody
What's
doing?
up?
Doing good, man.
Oh
Let's
man,
get it
just fucking
rolling.
living the dream down here in Florida, man. How you guys doing up there, up north?
It's the depression weather is starting to go away, but I'll tell you what, man. It was 3 straight weeks of -8 degrees, wind picked up. It was honest, it was miserable. You couldn't walk outside like to do anything.
And
But it's
while
feeling
all
good
that's
now.
going on, we're starting to get notices about our smart meters in the mail. So things in New York are
Yeah.
going great.
Jesus.
Things are
I got
awesome here in New
texts and
York.
mail. Yeah, dude. Like, how do we fight that? They're like, you don't need an appointment. You don't need to know any of that. So we'll just come and do it. Like, do I got to go stand out there, put a
Kathy
camera on it?
Hochul.
Kathy the
I don't
Demon
want that
Hochul.
shit, dude.
Speaking of demons, Dave, you got beef with somebody right now, don't you, buddy?
It's kind of been an ongoing one ever since I called Dan Bongino out for being a fraud I think even before he even got elected into the FBI. Liz Krogan wanted to interject herself into this after I just actually, I think I asked Liz Krogan, I said, why, if you're Miss Pizzagate, why are you not banging Dan Bongino's door down when he was Secret Service to Obama to question him about Pizzagate? I mean, it would be the most logical person to go to, especially if you claim you're very good friends with him. I remember she put in the tweet like, oh, her dog's got poison, and Dan Bongino was the first one to call her. And I'm like, what the fuck is this relevant to the tweet that I just put out? Like, it almost felt like some kind of empty threat. But regardless, she's a fucking whack job. And I actually used to
Pull
look
at
up
the
to her, which is
heartstrings and emotions of her fan base.
yeah. Oh yeah, she's the worst. I
You
feel
know,
terrible for the people that are sucked into her every word she says, because those middle-aged women are just like brainwashed, unfortunately. And a lot of them have woken up and totally see through her bullshit. But yeah, I used to look up to her. I actually wanted to interview her so bad. Like, there's no doubt what she's done with Pizzagate has opened a ton of eyes. But what do we know about controlled opposition? They give you 99%. They just don't give you that last percent so they can control the narrative. And what have we seen with Pizzagate? The same fucking names, the same bullshit for the last how many years? 10 years?
It's
oh, feels like
It's
fun.
it's been 10.
it's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time, right? The Podesta this, Podesta this, Podesta pizza, pizza, Podesta. Yeah, we get it. Like, the Epstein files prove all that shit, and it's much worse. But she's never talked about it. She's just stuck on that shit. And not to mention, she likes to claim, "Oh, I'm some grifting Cappy thing," and she was great friends with Isaac Cappy. Well, I know somebody that was very close with Cappy, and Cappy said to me in private, told me, and if he wants to come out and say it himself, he can. But he told me that towards the end, Isaac told everybody in the family that Liz Krogan was useless to them at that point, whatever that means. I wasn't involved in any of that, but that's what I hear, Liz. So, what else do I got about Liz? So, yeah, Cappy called out
Hold
Steve
on.
Bannon. Everybody knows that.
Dave, she
And
said
you
you were
got Liz
Dave, she
Krogan
said you were
writing a
she
love
said you were a
letter.
pussy. She said you were a pussy, Dave, and you refused to show your face.
Well, here I am, Liz. You wanted to see
It's
it so
been
bad.
three
There's
years of
actually
doing these
34
shows.
episodes plus some other episodes of some Cult Apocalypse show. I don't hide myself. You could find me. I know you work for General Flynn, so you know exactly who I am, where I am. I'm not afraid of you. Okay, you're a nobody. You're a disinformation agent, and that's all you'll ever be. And you're like at the bottom of the barrel of it. Actually, it's actually quite sad because you're out here shilling for Bannon, who Cappy exposed as Epstein's best friend before anybody else.
Just look at the
You're
eyes.
out here with going to Richard Branson's island, which is unspeakable. What did you see there, Liz? Did you do anything weird there? What else do we got? We got Bongino is our friend. He's already out of the FBI. What did he accomplish? Nothing. Alex Jones. That's who Isaac Cappy called out as Mossad. What show were you on the other day, Liz? Alex Jones. You cannot claim you're friends with Isaac Cappy and be peddling with Mossad and agents like Bannon. you're a joke. Okay, everything you say is a joke, and you're just a disinformation agent. And all you were platforming Jaguar Wright during the Diddy thing, and she ends up being implicated in crimes of trafficking. You are a clown. Okay, and that's all there has to be to it. I wish it wasn't like that, but I have a feeling she might be under MK Ultra. Just the way she talks and comes off, it's very bizarre. She talks like a 10-year-old. Um, and she's a whack job. And so it's unfortunate because I used to look up to her, and now I totally can't even take anything she says seriously because I know she's a disinformation agent that works for General Flynn.
What
And
words
that's
would you
Fair enough,
have
man.
for what words would you have for anybody in this space who maybe rely on her for information? What would your advice be to them?
like I said, I mean, these people will give you 99%. They'll give you good information, but they're not going to tie it in for you so they can control the narrative and keep whatever narrative they want to control to hide whatever other aspect of this horrific crime that's trying to be hidden. That's what I think these people are, because you don't harp on the same shit unless you're fucking, you're not investigating anything. You didn't investigate nothing. You saw fucking emails from Pizzagate in 2015. Big deal. They were made public by fucking Julian Assange. Like, you did nothing except what everybody is doing with the Epstein files right now. You went through them and looked for shit. Congratulations. If that's your life legacy, wow. But until like someone acknowledges you and says that you're the responsible for bringing down the cabal, go fuck off. So
Well, that's a good way to
that's
put
all I
it.
got for you, Liz.
I respect that
Yeah.
statement.
You know, the best thing about that is the fact that you address it right at the top of the hour, right at the top of the show. That's the first thing you go into. Get it out of the way. And what's even better about the fact that you're just getting out of the way right now is she's looking at your face as you get it out of the way. So
It shouldn't be like this. We should all be working together to just get rid of the pedos, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we
She's a
doing?
disinformation agent, bro. So, I mean, she proved herself
Swerving
that.
us. There's too many little fucking swerves lately. It's got to stop. Like, I don't even know where to start. Sean, where do we
I
want
mean,
to go?
dude,
well, swerves. How about number 3 on the link sheet? Let's Thomas Massey, who we'll go into a little bit deeper after we show the clip here. He said the quiet part out loud, the part that we've all thought for a very long time. Let me know when you got it loaded, John. I'll bring it up on the screen and we'll let everybody be there.
not to mention Liz Krogan likes to fucking make pizza jokes a lot too. Like, it's funny.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's weird.
All right, and for the clip, let's do it.
So what's up with this? Okay, just watch the clip. You're saying?
Just play the clip.
Okay.
It's that simple.
Why do you think he is working so hard not to get them released for so many months? What do you think the real reason is?
These files implicate billionaires and friends of his and political donors that he's trying to protect. And Epstein also had close ties to our own intelligence agencies and Israel's intelligence agencies. That's why there's so much effort in trying to stop this. And I do believe they'll try to stop it somewhere else. And that's going to backfire on them too.
So the president.
So there you go. There you go. That's what everybody's been thinking all along. He's an agent of the CIA and he's an agent of the Mossad.
What about this?
This has been bizarre to me, dude. Have you seen the transformation of Massey in just the last couple since his wife died? Like,
Is this what we're talking here?
he became like Giga Chad. Is that I thought that was on the screen. I'm sorry. Was
Yeah,
that-
It
the
is.
video ended up
It is.
over
We're
to
showing everybody the progression in.
it was just wild how he became like Giga Chad from like nerd to Giga Chad. Fucking
Is that all a beard?
he got
does
older.
sometimes?
But I mean, the bone structure doesn't look the same. I mean, I'm always one for a wild conspiracy, but like, I don't
The
know,
eyes are
bro.
different.
Pull
Well,
those up in
that's
full
really-
screen.
That's him on the top left there.
That's like from like I want to say 2016 or something.
That's when he started talking about all this stuff. Scroll through them one at a time, John.
Oh, I've seen 2 different eyes now, man. This is really messing me up now that I think about it more and like I'm looking at everybody closer. Like, it's hard to say, but that first
You're gonna
picture
tell me
is
that
great.
guy's the same guy as the guy in the top left?
Oh my God. Does he got a blind problem or something? Or are we talking about an AI robot right there, just spitting out political bullshit to stir up the sides. Does
Oh, we got-
Thomas Massey really care about the victims?
It's a bizarre one, but I mean, they don't look the same. It's like Fetterman, you know?
Oh yeah.
You got to wonder if that's what they're doing in front of our faces. You got to wonder if
Well,
they're just
dude.
replacing people in plain sight.
I mean, a lot of QAnon people believe that. I think more and more people are believing it now. The Epstein files are out and they were talking about human cloning and all sorts of wild shit like that. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. He looks a lot different, and all of a sudden he's like this hero. And what did Albert Pike say? When the people need a hero,
We shall supply it.
them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we got one.
I don't know, dude.
And what's even
Take
crazier
it with
about
the-
it? What were you saying?
Yeah, I
Dave?
mean, take Massey with the 10-foot pole, and don't jump in and looking for this guy to be your savior. We've learned that shit doesn't work
well,
time and time again.
to touch on the Albert Pike thing that you mentioned, if they need a hero, we shall supply it. It's funny that they've supplied a hero for both sides, as we put it, the sides of this thing. The crazy left have Ro Khanna, and the crazy right have Thomas Massey. They've got heroes on both ends just to continue and further the divide.
Oh, they got the big blown up pictures with people holding them up in the background. It's like, those people. Nobody really gives a shit, man. That's what sucks. You can see it. Nobody gives a shit, and the ones that give a shit don't get to sit there and talk on the microphone and ask questions.
Well, no,
You know what
because
I
you
mean?
can't touch them with a 20-foot pole, because the ones that give a shit are the ones that are going to say the things that need to be heard, and God forbid that ends up on C-SPAN.
Man, what do you call it when they sit up there and just run their mouth to kill the person's time?
Filibustering.
That insanity, man.
Yeah, the filibustering during these hearings is out of control, and
It's like watching children decide to come up with some rules last second. It's pathetic. Everything's pathetic about it.
yeah, pathetic.
Shall we move on?
Yeah, we should move on.
What's going
and-
on? What else do we got on the Cappy page? We never scroll it too often.
Let's do a
let's do it.
Cappy update. Bring that shit up. Why not?
Bring that shit up. All right, let's give it a scroll.
There's been some bizarre, because
Mhm.
like a lot of shit's been. These Epstein files have made a lot of old videos very relevant.
Disturbing photos keep coming out of the Epstein files.
You got,
He
you
has
got, you
someone
got to
dressed
share
as
it,
him.
John. You're
This
still
one-
sharing
yeah, this
it.
one's a
There
new
we
one.
go.
Yeah.
There we go. Disturbing photos coming out of the Epstein files. He has someone dressed as Hannibal Lecter. Make of this what you will. Oh man. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, make of it
What?
what you will. It's not good.
You know, real quick, speaking of people who can screw off, Stephen Colbert, go to hell. I hate you.
Oh god.
I hate your guts.
Oh, boy.
I'm tired of you.
Uh-oh.
Two out of 3 streams in a row because of your bitch ass. We got our shit pulled, and we're not even using your content. Your content is useless. You're useless. You're a pile of crap, a giant pile of shit. That's what you are. Leave us the fuck alone.
Oh man.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah. The FCC is supposed to be on our side too. Apparently, they don't like him either. But I don't know, man. Yeah, fuck him. That fucking baby eating piece
That
of
came
shit.
out of nowhere. I love that.
I'm just thinking of things that have pissed me off recently, and he's right up on the list.
Honestly, this is the most fun way to do the shows, is have just a list of links with descriptions and just go. There's no scripts here. That's for damn sure.
If there were scripts here, I'd have been
Oh,
off the rails
man.
5 minutes ago. They don't work for me, and they most
Dude.
definitely don't work for Dave.
I'm not going to have the screen sit on, or the broadcast sit on the next post very long, because this is fun.
All right, let's go. Let's go right to it. Full screen. Here we go. Oh,
Michael Jordan. That's NBA legend Michael Jordan at a NASCAR event. Is that what you're telling
What's he
me?
doing?
here we go.
So
Live
he just-
live
he-
commentary. Ooh,
He
that-
owns the car that won the Daytona 500
Okay.
today, and that's how he decided to celebrate. It's like tap the kid on the shoulder. Why are you fingering him in the butt?
What? Where? Okay. First of all, can we do
And then
some
touching his
investigating? Who is this
bare
kid?
legs.
Who's the kid?
Well, he's white, so he's not Michaels.
Is he the son of? Is he
No.
one of the kids of the driver? Maybe. You
Who
know,
is this kid?
I
Brock?
mean,
Who
we
is this
we
kid?
gotta play devil's advocate
Just
every once in
weird.
a while on these things, and maybe that's him trying to
Weird.
elicit
That's all.
excitement
It's just
about.
weird.
That's weird. It is. You can't
This
def- you,
person
you can't defend it.
joking. This is a joke comment. I'm not even entertaining that as reality.
What does it say? Go back to it.
It just looks to me like he's getting his hand wet off the kid's shirt and then wiping it on his leg. I don't see anything weird.
Yeah, that's got to be
I'm
fake.
saying-
And fuck that second comment.
It's
Anything
got
that says
11 comments. That's
GG33.
got, go to the comments. It has 11 comments on that post. I'm curious to see the
Seriously,
comments.
dude? Yes. Of course, pedophile sees nothing weird, huh?
Oh, they came
like-
for him.
My brother in Christ, are you
Oh,
okay?
Jordan, the Epstein files.
I bet you think Trump is innocent too. Oh man,
Why
Why
does
you
it-
see nothing wrong?
Why does it always go back to only Trump, bro? Nobody's innocent. Stop this bullshit. Stop this bullshit. Everybody out there talking about how it always goes back to Trump. Quit
Can't
it.
watch any more of
Quit
this.
it. Just quit it. Just quit it. Come back to reality. Everybody's guilty. They're all guilty. It's not just Trump.
Well, okay, that's very true. I just think the problem is the people watching this already know that part. You know what I mean? Like it's the people that that we're never going to reach. They're never going to get the message. We're probably not going to get their message. So, I don't know how to approach that. I'm just trying to be nicer. I mean, you really you think there's people that are okay.
Well, I don't
maybe
know.
there's people
I
that are
hope
just
so.
waking. There's people that are waking up now because these files are dropping. There's got to be like a good amount of people like going, "Oh shit, I better look into this a little bit." All the crap we were looking at years ago, all this stuff that's coming out now, the Fall Cabal series, pretty much.
No, I mean, I still had a retarded friend at work who was like, I was like, dude, I'm like, they eat babies, dude. I'm like, it's all justified. I'm like, these files justify all the crazy conspiracies you could imagine. I'm like, they're actually eating babies. He's like, bro, you actually really believe that? I'm like, we just got evidence of it, like of them talking about it to each other. And you still have people out there that just can't fathom it or just won't believe it and just brush it off to the side of their head. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely nuts.
Is it because
And
everybody that they
they're-
like could possibly be involved?
Well,
I just think they're NPCs and yeah.
I think there's a portion
We're
of
right
them
on
that are
the
NPCs, but I think like John's point is a very valid one. I think a lot of people are seeing everything, literally everything that they've grown up on, everything they loved, everything that they thought was real, just be blown up in front of their faces. Like that's just a general human response to just deny. You got to deny. They're denying to protect their inner soul, but. What I hope they could come to the realization of someday is that denying all of this to protect your inner soul isn't helping you at this point. It's just not. It's just not.
No, I mean, the worst part is it's like, it's got to get worse before it gets better. I don't know, man. I don't know the answer to that.
The walls need to come crashing down for this to
So like our whole
people
country,
really
are we
need to
are we
fucking see it.
really going to accept that our entire country was built on satanic pedophilia, and that we're built on like human baby sacrifices? Because it sure looks that way. I mean, like this guy he was in touch with every powerful person in the last 10 years, 20 years. And this is operations that were going on before this. So like he didn't invent this. Epstein didn't invent this. He was taught this by somebody.
Oh yeah. Epstein.
You know what I mean? So
right.
Well, the
is
bloodlines
our
go all the
entire
way back.
country built on it? Is it built on it? I mean, you can go back. I mean, there's guys like Roy Cohn, who was Trump's mentor, who was just like Epstein. He blackmailed politicians for a living. That's what he did. He was a dirty trickster, and he was a Trump's mentor. Trump says he was his mentor. Dirty, disgusting guy. Died of AIDS. And there's so many of them, though. There's so many of them. I'm sure Richard Branson does it to a wing of people that would not want to associate with Epstein. Like they have different webs of these people that bring you in no matter what. Like they'll find a way to get you in. And we're finding it out in these files, man. I just hope more of it comes out. I don't know. They were talking about, did you guys see that shit last night? How they were saying, 3 million more Epstein files are getting dumped. Pam Bondi just like pulled the switch. Oh my God. And then like, it was literally like a paid operation. It was all the Trump shills like posting the same words, the same points, all at the
Yeah,
same
the
time.
binder
Did you
people.
see that shit?
Yeah, I saw it
We
I
too.
don't know
call
if
them
we
the
have that.
binder people.
Yeah, see if you could
Who
find that real
posted
quick,
it?
John. The binder
Who
people all
posted
came
that?
out, every one of them in unison, one after the other.
Diligent. Look up Diligence page. I commented on it. You could actually probably go to replies and find it faster if you went to mine. He's probably posted a lot since then. You have to go down a little bit.
You've been active in the replies today, huh?
Yeah.
Not really for me, I guess. Yeah, here.
State media Epstein propaganda network exposed. All within an hour or so, Con Inc. shills put out verbatim, apparently scripted talking points about the Epstein files. All exact same words. Backfired bigly. Bill Clinton busted. Vindication. These fucks better not steal the word vindication, because everything I've said to everybody around me in 2020 is that word. And I don't like that I was right about all of it.
Yeah, it's the victory lap that nobody wants to take.
That's for
Yeah, I
certain.
don't fucking the new media is bought. Yeah, let's check this out. Alex Jones, Eric Daugherty, Gunther Eagleman.
These are all the paid.
That's probably more than that, but yeah, at this point. I was blind and an ignorant participant myself for a long time. No more. Same.
Because yeah, read what I said to him before that. It's like hiding it. Just happy to see that he's seeing through the bullshit.
Great catch. Happy to see that you're seeing through all the BS spin.
Because he used to be a hardcore like Trumper, not even a couple months ago. But now people
all
are,
were,
are
man.
saying that Massey's paying him to be a Massey fucking shill. I don't know. X is a weird place, man. Once you start accepting money from people, it's fucking weird.
I know of who. I don't know who it was we had on that talked about it, but Marco Rubio. Did you see his speech in Europe yesterday or the day before? That one
No.
kind of got me. That one made me feel like maybe this dude is a real human being that has a position of power. But you know, I
Why
could
don't
be being.
why don't you find
get
some
worked in
highlights of it,
wrestling.
John? Let's see. Let's real time. Let's dive into it.
Because it's like
My mom was
know.
like, "Oh, I like Marco Rubio. I think he could
I
be a
know,
great
dude.
next president." I was like,
So
"What?"
that's what I was thinking myself, and I was like, am I getting
Yes.
reeled in right now?
You are. Yes, you are 100%, dude.
I
Fear
mean-
about
That was a great
Miga.
speech.
Well, these guys have speechwriters that play on our emotions.
Yeah, it played me, dude. I was like, I was watching. Yeah, you're right. I was like watching a good raw wrestling storyline.
Well, that's what all of this has become. It's a big giant pro wrestling storyline, and there's never going to be a winner. There's always going to be a false finish. Someone
Well,
comes
not-
in for
it
the
doesn't-
disqualification, push us ahead another month. That's what we've been seeing for a long time now. There's all this diversion with these files and all this ridiculousness.
Who can defend themselves.
All right,
Here we
there it
go.
is. Let's
Whenever
hear
you're
it.
ready.
Go for it.
And this is why we do not want our allies to be weak, because that makes us weaker. We want allies who can defend themselves so that no adversary will ever be tempted to test our collective strength. This is why we do not want our allies to be shackled by guilt and shame. We want allies who are proud of their culture and of their heritage, who understand that we are heirs to the same great and noble civilization, and who together with us are willing and able to defend it. And this is why we do not want allies to rationalize the broken status quo rather than reckon with what is necessary to fix it. For we in America have no interest in being polite and orderly caretakers of the West's managed decline. We do not seek to separate, but to revitalize an old friendship and renew the greatest civilization in human history. What we want is a reinvigorated alliance that recognizes that what has ailed our societies is not just a set of bad policies, but a malaise of hopelessness and complacency. The alliance that we want is one that is not paralyzed into inaction by fear, fear of climate change, fear of war, fear of technology. Instead, we want an alliance that boldly races into the future. And the only fear we have is the fear of the shame of not leaving our nations prouder, stronger, and wealthier for our children. An alliance ready to defend our people, to safeguard our interests, and to preserve the freedom of action that allows us to shape our own destiny. Not one that exists to operate a global welfare state and atone for the purported sins of past generations.
Yeah, he went on for like half hour.
I mean,
Well,
he hits
You
the
know who else
points.
had a well, you know who else had a banger of a speech at the WEF the other day?
Hmm.
No other than Howard Lutnick himself. He fucking really stuck it to the deep state. You should have seen all the people like, whoa, Lutnick just blew up the deep state. It was incredible. He went in
Yeah,
there and
right.
just took Davos by the balls and just told him how how it's gonna be. I'm like, oh my God, you retards really are gonna fall for this.
Yeah,
I
Lutnick's
would
the
have
worst of the
found out
bunch.
even hearing the news if that really happened.
Yeah,
If
we're
that was
gonna.
real, I mean.
Just a spoiler, folks. We're gonna get into Lutnick a little bit later. He's on our list of links quite a few times because that man is a giant pile of human excrement. Let's just leave it at that.
And if you want to learn a whole lot about Lutnick, I know I've shouted him out before, but our boy Truth Teller, just go search his spaces and like look up his Epstein Files Lutnick one. It's fucking incredible. You'll learn about stuff that will blow your mind.
So, something I wanted to bring up about that video is it seems like the general discussion in the world has been. It seems like there's a pivot away from how whatever immigration effects had. It seems like the pivot is going to people who are terrible realizing and maybe admitting in public that things may have not been good for the West. And you heard Rubio talk about, briefly in there how the managed decline of the West. Well, other people were jumping on this bandwagon too. So I would just say this, be sure that you don't get your mind poisoned by what you're hearing right now. And John, on that note, I think it's a good time for you to bring up number 21 to enhance this discussion. And then once you got it up, let's play it. And just got to be real careful because it seems like people start to walk in lockstep when it comes to changing opinions on things. And when you hear other people saying things similar to what Marco Rubio's saying, you're going to wonder a little bit. Let me know when you're ready, John.
It's right here.
It should be our good friend, the baby eater who loves Huma Abedin, and she's got some words.
I don't know who you're talking about, but this is the video I
Alex
clicked.
Soros?
Let me just make sure I got the right video here. It should be from Eric Daughtry, number 21 on the list.
Oh, okay. It was yeah. All right. That was weird. Yeah, it worked.
All right, let me know when we can hit it. Let's hit it.
Yeah, you can hit it.
Do it to it.
I think we need to call it for what it is.
Secretary
There is a
Clinton.
legitimate reason to have a debate about things like migration. It went too far. It's been disruptive and destabilizing, and it needs to be fixed in a humane way with secure borders that don't torture. I think we need to call
I gotta
it
hear
for
it
what it
again.
is.
Secretary
There is a
Clinton.
legitimate reason to have a debate about things like migration. It went too far. It's been disruptive and destabilizing, and it needs to be fixed in a humane way with secure borders that don't
Create the problem and then fix the problem. This is like rinse and repeat with these friggin' demons that just zip their
Oh, the
faces
border's
up
been
on
a
their
rinse and
fucking-
repeat forever.
But yeah, isn't it just a coincidence that you got Marco Rubio out blasting off speeches about the decline of the West, and all of a sudden Hillary's got these statements to make? It's just a big dog and pony show, like we said a bunch of times on this show.
Yeah.
So
They all
understandable
go to
at
dinner
this
with
point.
each other. They go to each other's weddings. They hang out. They go to parties together.
Absolutely.
They probably eat children together.
Oh, we know
And, yeah.
at least Lutnick and Clinton probably eat children together. Allegedly, of
And,
course.
it's like, and when we say that, we're not even fucking joking.
No, like you can laugh about it and make it and act like it's not. It's reality. But something
It's an uncomfortable laugh. When you hear us laugh about that, it's more of like,
Yeah.
this is like, oh my God, what are we talking about? Like, yes,
yeah.
that this is actually what they do.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is too. And I saw someone in the comments last show call me out for laughing and making light of a situation. I just want to say for everybody watching, it's just totally a defense mechanism. Like it's incredibly uncomfortable and it makes you question everything about your entire existence. My way of dealing with that is to chuckle, and it's not a happy laugh. Let's just seriously leave it at that.
Yeah, I know, Sean. It's not.
That's what
Yeah,
happens.
same with me.
I
I mean-
become a giggly mess when I feel really uncomfortable. But this is the thing. Another thing too, and I think another the next point to hit on our link sheet would be number 2. Everybody's got to be extremely careful because things get bad, they get worse. But we got to be careful that we don't let it lead into something that could be even worse than what's been brought to light now. Hit it, John.
Okay, whoa.
You want to know why Epstein's leak is now everywhere? It's not some random gotcha. It's a playbook move, used by power for centuries. You don't fix a dying system, you burn its
AI
reputation to
Peter
ash
Griffin.
on purpose. You drown the masses in filth until the old world itself makes them sick.
That's the whole show. First, they spoon feed you shocking truth. Then, the media blitz. Every headline a nail in the coffin. Politicians, celebs, old money, all dragged through the mud. It's about breaking the audience.
But isn't that good? Like, if everyone's a crook, at least now we know, right? Shouldn't sunlight disinfect the room?
No, kid. Sunlight's just the setup. When all trust is exhausted, the demand for something new becomes inevitable. That's when they roll out solutions. Incorruptible AI judges, new digital money, total transparency. All wrapped up in words like safety, fairness, and reset.
People want that. They're sick of scandals, tired of hidden dirt. We have the tech now. Why not let machines run things? At least then, no more old creeps making backroom
I
deals.
miss
You ever
Minecraft.
wonder why every leak just happens at the perfect moment? Epstein's files drop right as the world economy wobbles. Currencies crack, debts explode. It's called
Yeah.
engineered timing, not coincidence.
While everyone's busy binge-watching elite scandals, behind the curtain they're resetting the board. Old assets erased, debts written off, digital currencies quietly rolled out. The filth you see on your phone is the moral excuse for the next system. Look, the old world was corrupt, but this time it'll be pure. Trust us. They want you to beg for a lease.
But
Peter,
isn't it
you're
good
so
to wipe
right,
the slate
Peter.
clean? If everyone's guilty, doesn't it make sense to start from zero? At least now it's transparent?
Transparent? You mean like a glass cell? That's the transparency you're signing up for. Every transaction logged, every move tracked. All under the pretext of protecting you from them. But now you're monitored, analyzed, managed.
Remember this, in history, every regime that wanted total control started by exposing the last one.
Peter
Scandal,
Thiel?
outrage,
Palantir?
necessary, reset. Then the new rules, digital
Pretty
ID,
much,
programmable
dude.
cash, no room for dissent. Nobody escapes the beta, not even the top players.
Nobody wants uncertainty. People trade liberty for protection every time, especially when they're scared. That's why the leaks are never full, never random, always just
Wish
enough to
they weren't
terrify,
moving
not to
around
empower.
the
Notice they
fucking
show you monsters,
Roblox
but
or
never
whatever this
strength.
game
The
is.
whole
Like,
Epstein leak, it's like the
my
world's
ADD
biggest
is like,
ad for New World Order.
Bingo,
Yeah.
kid. While you're scrolling it all and picking sides, they're scrubbing the balance sheets, resetting the scoreboard, and selling you a
they're
digital
fucking
world where
nailing
everything
everything.
is clean because nothing is private.
So what now? Just wait for the next leak to get even darker?
It always gets darker, kid. Every new scandal is just another step in the reset. Tighter rules, more eyes, fewer choices.
Yeah, that
beast
was a
doesn't
good
need your
one.
hope.
For an AI video.
yeah, dude. I mean, they nailed every single point you could have hit. I mean, like distraction wise, everything. It all touches it.
Everybody's got to be extremely
Well-
careful as these leaks continue to come out. And, he said it, the picking sides thing, and we're trying to preach that every time we're on the air nowadays. Like, stop picking sides. It's either you're
Who made that video? Give him a shout out.
let's go back to it. Who was it?
Conspiracy
Red Pill
watermarked
USA
it.
posted
It's-
it.
It's watermarked.
Oh,
watermark.
conspiracy
It just needs your
Peter
consent.
X.
You want to know
At
what?
conspiracy Peter X. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Right. I'm hoping that his page isn't just Peter Griffin reading off conspiracies over and over again. Wouldn't that be a page?
Probably is.
Let me know when you got him up. I'll give him so he can get his love. Because that was that, like Dave said, that touches on every single point, and like people got to be careful. Like if the solution involves Palantir or digital ID or anything, you don't want it.
I don't see it. It
Like-
must be like a TikTok thing or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
But like everybody's got to be extra careful because we're barreling towards people on both sides coming to the point where they're willing to accept something they shouldn't, just like we did back with the Patriot Act because of 9/11, which as we continue through these Epstein files, a lot of things continue to come out about that, and history repeats itself.
what
Like
do-
you said, it's a circle.
What are we gonna do? Are we just gonna elect another one of these monsters? Like, is that the option? Is that what we have? Like, I mean,
Well, if it's even real, it's just going to happen.
elect.
I think we can do what we can
You know what I'm
control.
saying?
Just be nice to the asshole we've been fighting with for years, and maybe
Well,
then
like
the
a
energy will
couple
change.
people
You
we've
know,
had
the
on.
energy will shift.
Yeah, like a couple people we've had on suggested get involved in your local government. That's the first thing you could do to make change like immediate to your life.
Yeah.
Which I agree. I mean,
Yeah.
I think there is something to that.
Well,
But even Seven Seas thinks that the local the local elections are rigged at this point.
part of them are.
Which they-
Part of them probably
I thi-
are,
a
but
lot of they're almost easier to rig, honestly, because
Oh yeah.
I
I
mean,
know my
somebody
buddy.
has-
He can pull a few strings.
well, especially where I come from, that's a big thing, and it takes a lot to overcome that. But like, it's right to an extent. It does start on the local level, and that's from my time, from my dark time within the Democratic Party in my younger years. That's a big thing that was preached on heavily from the national level that came down to us local operatives. Everything starts at the local level. And building a strong base locally leads to success in regional elections, which then leads to success in national elections. So,
You sound like a liberal right now.
it very truly does start at the bottom level, and we have to find the right people to infiltrate those local politics at that lower level. That's where it all starts. School boards, city council meetings, like our friend Mark Palaciano's doing out there right now. That is how it all starts. You just need more people doing it.
Yeah, totally agree. We all three of us need to find a way to do something. I mean, Sean, you got your you know. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't want anything to. I'd rather help people than get into that political bullshit.
I'm at that point too. I don't see myself ever wanting to go back to that world. It's a gross place, and
Like I don't
think-
even want to help like people campaign or anything. Like no, I'd rather just help people that
Oh.
need help.
our calling
Please.
is to get this word out more
So-
and more.
That's our calling right now, and hopefully we can build on it to something more where we're actually touching lives in like a real way.
I have
So-
a feeling this is going to be a long one, but so I want to add a little something. I have a question for you guys. I get stuck watching these videos on Facebook of this Zach dude who goes around pretending he's a homeless guy with a bum foot and no shoes, waiting for somebody nice to come along. And then if they're a nice person, he like hands them $1,000, and if they're real nice, some company sponsors them and they hook them up with like a car or paid whatever, right? And then it
Sounds
just
like
goes from
Mr.
there.
Beast shit.
It kind of is, but like, I don't know, that those shits get me. Like, what do you think of those? Like, I know like Logan Paul's involved in them and all these weird sponsors that cover the
Well,
cost.
there was
and,
like
and
there
it's
was like an
there's-
era there where it was like fix a homeless person. You know what I mean? All those YouTube videos where it was like they'd find a homeless guy and they'd dress him up and fucking give him a dress over. Like Steve will do it. Like every big YouTuber was doing it for. Do you guys remember that stage like a year ago or so?
Yeah,
Mhm.
And like
It was
I don't
every
know, are
video you saw.
exploiting those people? Are you exploiting those people, or is it like you actually doing something good?
I struggle with that a lot. Like, the world needs to see content like that makes you feel good, but at what cost? Like, I do think that there's a definitely element of exploitation going on here. You know, like the benefit goes to the person putting out the video, because I guarantee you the money that was spent to bless a random homeless person is a heck of a lot less than the revenue from the video. So, well, the world does need content like that. You do have to wonder quite a bit about, at what cost. And I hate to say it, but it's just it's
Right.
got to be addressed,
like this one here. What do you think about this?
Shaq, do you want to give a car away for free?
Yes. Let's do
You're
it.
the king of giving back, so it's an honor to be able to do this with you.
Give me a hug, brother.
Of course, man.
Love you, brother.
You're doing a great job.
Thank
So this had 10 million views on Facebook
Shaq,
alone,
ask everyone the same
almost
question.
a
What's your
million
message to the
likes.
world?
Like, all his videos are like this. Not Shaq, this dude.
Eddie, come on.
Positive.
Come with me, Bubby.
I'm Zach. What's your name? Eddie.
Where you from?
Puerto Rico. Do you mind if I put a blindfold on you?
Oh man, what's going on?
Eddie, come on. Trust me.
What's going on?
Trust Shaq?
Yeah, I trust that, but
All
what's
right.
going on,
It's the
man?
big diesel, man.
He might
You're
regret
Army
that.
veteran too, right?
I'm an Army veteran. Yes, I am.
I mean,
I
Shaq
served in
a
the
fucking
82nd. I
known
jumped out of
Freemason,
perfectly built
dude.
airplanes.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
I got you, Eddie. My dad was an army.
Oh,
We got
proud
something very
known
special for you.
Freemason.
All right, take the blindfold off, Eddie. See that?
No, man. Y'all gotta be
You do know
Eddie,
he
Eddie,
threw
Eddie,
No,
that's
Shaq.
you.
a
Eddie,
laptop.
come on.
That's your
I'll get
very
into
own
it
car,
later.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that, man.
That's what I do, Eddie.
No.
Man,
So yeah, he does that.
doing stuff like this
They
a
get
long
him
time.
to. They get other
I gotta
celebrities.
take you
Sometimes it's
somewhere.
not always a celebrity. You know, they get the next guy to pass it along, like pay it forward. So he's going, it's just a thing. Like, I don't know. I feel good about it. It's like and I get duped by WWE documentaries. So like,
True.
I'm there crying and fucking watching wrestling documentaries. So, I'm just
So-
saying, like, I'm a sucker to the. It like people are getting good. I don't know. That's why I asked you
Nah,
guys.
dude,
What
I
do
don't
you
know,
think
dude.
of
I
these?
can't. Here you got Shaq. Who was that? Was that Kevin O'Leary in the next one? Like
I don't know
that's
where's
just
that.
too much for me. Uh,
So
but
Yeah, it's not always a celebrity. It's just, but this dude's page, like, and I'm sure there's others like him. The algorithm got me these
we
videos,
need
and I
positive
followed him.
shit. But,
So
I mean, I
like,
don't know.
yeah, that's the thing. We do need positive shit, but like, I don't know. It's one of those things. Like this Zach dude, he's got every one of these videos is getting millions of clips or millions of views, as you can see here. So he's getting a ton of revenue from that. And this guy, you got to look into him a little bit, find out his background because,
Right.
when you're
And this is Facebook alone.
Right, like-
this is just Facebook.
so you're pounding out this positive content, but at the same time,
You'd rather have $1,000
you're getting
cash?
this crazy revenue stream off this content you're putting out, and nobody's going to call you on it because everybody wants to feel good about it. So it's really just a unmanaged revenue stream for people who could be really evil and easily get away with it just because of people's desire to have that wholesome content.
And he announces most of the stuff given away, like cars and this, that,
Well,
and
think
paid
about
this.
Mr.
And we're going
Beast,
to the
bro.
Super Bowl. Like it's all like paid by a sponsor. So
Think about all the
Yeah.
good things Mr. Beast did, right?
right
Now
That's-
he's teamed up with the Rockefellers, bro,
and probably The
pushing
Rock.
fucking 3D printed chicken on kids
Right.
Yeah,
and much
yeah.
worse.
And doing it-
Transgenderism.
Yeah, doing videos about Neuralink and all kinds of other things
Neuralink
that are
chips.
super
Yeah.
scary that we talk
Dude.
about here all the time.
Yeah. So think about that for a second, That's where I put this kid. You know what I mean? Especially if he's getting interviews with Shaq and these celebrities, like, yeah, somebody's giving him the push into the algo and getting him these big fucking Shaquille O'Neal interviews, dude, who's a Freemason who would gladly do something to deceive people because he is a high level Freemason.
That's just what I wanted to hear. This is
That's
why I
it.
asked.
That's it. So
Hey guys, we have a YouTube page, by the way. If you want to see everything in a more
Yeah,
organized
sometimes
form
it's
with
a lot
playlists,
easier to watch
all
for
our
people.
shorts that we put on too.
yeah, but be sure you don't go there for the last live episode thanks to that son of a bitch Stephen Colbert, Kim.
Kim,
Did we get an actual strike?
No, still not an actual strike. It's just not visible, and it can be fixed. But I think it's got to be done by the main account. But that's a topic to discuss off the air, of course. But check it out.
Right.
Lots of shorts are
Yeah.
going up. John's been doing a great job
Yeah.
clipping these things, and
I started making these Juliet clips today, and I gotta say, listening back, it's not great. But I feel like this stuff needs to go out, and we got the full show. We might as well clip it up. People love shorts. Maybe it'll get them to watch the full interview.
why don't you break off a quick short for everybody real quick, and then we'll go into our next topic.
Yeah, they are short.
You know what else is weird? You know, Saif Gaddafi just got assassinated. That man took me into his room in Cape Town. He basically forced me to have sex with him. I don't want to talk about. You can look it up. He's dead now. Anyway, he tried to fly me to Libya and to London, but he just got killed. But he was also. I've also seen that he was involved with Prince Andrew, him and another man called Tariq Khartoum. And Tariq Khartoum also tried to take advantage of me. Because I've met a lot of these people in Cape Town, and I started to wonder if it was something to do with when he opened
Whoops.
Do you know what else is weird?
Whoops.
You know,
I screwed that up.
It's all good. Just mute it. So yeah, go check out some of those shorts and get them out there. Sometimes short form content is easy to catch eyes for people to just understand the depravity of things, and we're gonna try to do a better job of getting that short content in your hands so you can get it out to the right people.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
what Sean
Yeah.
said.
So
Yep.
speaking of Howard Lutnick, let's move into number 25, and I'm interested as to how you guys are gonna feel about this.
All right.
No,
Should we read
man.
the caption first, or just play the video?
Play the video and then we'll talk about the caption.
Okay.
Center. The head of Cantor Fitzgerald, Harold Lutnick,
Little
just
louder?
happened to be
I got
Just
it.
a little.
Yeah, a little louder.
That day
I got
that
it.
the terrorist struck. Mr. Lutnick was taking his son to his
Little
first
louder.
day of kindergarten.
Oh, that's good.
Now he says he has a very different view of business and life. He spoke to our business correspondent Terry Keenan earlier today.
We are really focused on trying to make sure that our 700 families who lost a member of their family are taken care of. And so I spent the day yesterday and part of the day in talking to our insurance company. Our
Watch the
insurance
fake
company,
tears.
CNA, told me that they would, well, they told our guys, they didn't tell me, and then they
How
told
old
me
is
that,
this?
This is from right
that
after
they were
9/11.
willing
Okay.
to treat this as an accidental death, which means that they would double the policy for all of my victims upstairs and all of us, and so that added $35 million to that group upstairs. But the sad thing is, so $35 million sounds like so much money.
So
But if
fake.
you divide it by 700
Oh
people,
my God.
it's only $50,000. It's not.
Are
it's
you
not
kidding
enough
me?
to-
But why did he even bother?
So that's why we need to work on our foundation.
Yeah, and you've set up that foundation.
It's
We'll
like
give the
laughing while
information to
doing
our
it.
viewers. What
It's like the Sandy Hook dad.
explain the needs of these young families. Many of your traders were just in their 30s.
We've got the average employee we have is around 33 years old. So they're just married. We have probably a dozen women who are pregnant with babies who just lost their husbands. We've got lots and lots and lots and lots. We must have more than 1,000 children, 1,500
He had a
children who've
chauffeur
now
that
lost
would
one of
drive
their
him to work
parents,
every
and we've lost
day.
the breadwinner that makes
But
all
for
the
some
money.
reason,
So
he decided
we
to
are
drive his own
dedicated
kids to
raising
school
money
that
for our
day.
foundation, which will
Or
which
was
will
it a
go
doctor's appointment? I
take
forget
care
which
of and
one.
try to
It was,
help
his
the
kid.
victims of this horrible
It was his
tragedy
kid's
and try
first
to
day
make
of
their lives a little
kindergarten.
easier, whether that pays for
The other
health
Jew
insurance for a
was
long, long
had a
time, or
doctor's
gets them some
appointment.
extra money, or makes their lives
Phoenician.
this much easier.
Phoenician.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
what we're doing.
but they
That's
did
what we're driving for,
sacrifice
and
a
it's
lot
called
of them
the
up in that
Cantor
building.
Fitzgerald Foundation, and anyone who can make a donation to it is going to help a lot of people who really.
It's like a
really need it.
Seinfeld episode.
And just finally, it was
That
just
fake crying eye wipe was
accident
nuts.
of timing and luck on your part that you weren't
Some of the worst
in the
I've ever
building, and
seen.
I know some of the other survivors here. How do you feel? It must tear you in so many different directions.
I don't know why I'm alive. I not only was I.
Yeah, you do.
I didn't get to the building early
Yeah, you
enough
do. You stick
so
buck.
that I wasn't in it. But then I stood outside at the door, helping people out and telling them to come on, get out, and asking what floor they were
I wonder
on.
if
trying to
Liz
find a
Krogan
higher
thinks
and
he's a
higher
white
floor
hat,
so that
too.
I could hopefully
Probably.
someone coming down from 101. So that meant our guys and our women had survived.
She probably had shrimp cocktails with
I'm
him
standing
yesterday.
in the building when the number 2 collapses, and
Oh,
I'm
God.
just
Or maybe
lucky
some
to be
garden
alive.
vegetable
I
cream
don't know why I
cheese.
am, but you know what? I'm
And
just
don't worry,
thankful,
guys.
and it
We
must be
are
because
thankful,
I've got
focused on
responsibility to
the
try to do
Epstein
my
stuff.
best
We got a lot of Zorro
for
Ranch
this group
stuff
of
to hit.
700 families. 700 families.
I just want to spend a
And I'm
minute
just-
on this
I'm
because of how
disappointed.
nasty of a person
Well,
Lutnick is and how involved he is on this.
I mean, I was just gonna say he's
that's my
fully tied
responsibility,
in.
and
So
I'm going to do my best, and my fantastic employees at Cantor and eSpeed and TradeSpark, they're doing their best to support these guys, and that's what's driving them. And I think they're heroes.
Screw this guy.
They're really all heroes.
yeah, man.
Screw that guy. There's some pretty good replies on the
dude.
tweet if you want to look at them.
Honestly, when I saw that he was gonna be in Trump's inner orbit, dude, I was so fucking disappointed. I had known a little. I didn't know all this about him. I had known about the 9/11 stuff. I didn't realize he had lived next to Epstein. I learned that from Truth Teller, and a whole bunch of other just disturbing shit. And yeah, he lived with Epstein for years, dude. He claims he never met Epstein after 2005, I believe, when he says him and his Epstein's butler knocked on his door and was like, Jeffrey would like to have you over his house to meet you guys. So he's like, okay. So me and my wife walk over there, and he starts to give us a tour, and he brings us in this room with the massage table. And at that point, my wife looks at me, and I look at her, and we both have this uncomfortable feeling, and he says something to the point of we decided we would never be back in that house ever again. You can actually play the video. It's on my page. If you go down maybe like a week's worth. it's relevant to play right now because it shows he's a liar. Because in the Epstein files, he comes up many times after talking about business meetings and setting up different events for Epstein. So it's very relevant. It's down quite a bit, probably maybe like 10 tweets or so, or even possibly a couple more.
Yeah, and with this Lutnick asshole, like everybody's got to follow the money. Who profited the most from 9/11? And I think Howard Lutnick has to be close to the top of that list. And there's a lot of questions about 9/11, which after we watch this video on Dave's page here, I got another one that we'll show to raise even more questions. A video that has been disappeared from many places.
Keep going, John.
Okay. Pasternak.
But yeah, this wait, just pass it.
This Nygaard?
No. It's like a picture and I think it's up past that. I saw it go real fast. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
He was your neighbor for 10 years. How well did you know him?
All right. So we are in number 11 and he lives in number 9.
Right.
So we renovate, we buy our house, and our house is pigeons and mice.
Right.
Okay. That's it. It was derelict.
Right.
So we rebuild our house. We move in 2005. Okay. Jeffrey Epstein is arrested in like 08, I think, something like that.
Right.
So knock on the door. His assistant on like a Saturday says, Mr. Epstein, your neighbor would like to invite you over for coffee. So my wife and I go next door. You know, we walk the 7 steps,
yes,
right, to the next house for coffee. We share a wall.
Right.
Right. So it's New York City. So he invites us in. We have coffee in this, and he says, do you want a tour? Said, great.
Interesting.
He's got a really big house.
Every room you went into?
He's got, well, I'll tell you. So his house is like super big, really wide. And so he gives me a tour in the living room, big living room. And then across from it is double doors. I assume it's the dining room.
Yeah.
And he opens the door and there's a massage table in the middle of the room.
Ooh.
And candles all around and stuff. So I ask very insightful, cutting questions. I say to him, massage table in the middle of your house? How often do you have a massage? And he says, every day. And then he like gets like weirdly close to me.
Ooh.
And he says, and the right kind of massage.
Ooh.
Now my wife is standing here.
That never happened.
So she looks at me and I look at her.
He probably asked the question.
We say,
hey, Jeff, is it the right kind of massage?
And we...
Well, you think he's got the earpiece? They're telling him.
And in the 6 or 8 steps it takes to get from his house to my house, my wife and I decided that I will never be in the room with that disgusting person ever again. So I was never in the room with him socially.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Or even philanthropy. That guy was there. I wasn't going.
And then the Epstein files came out.
Yeah, right. And then we find out that you brought your kid to a party at his house. Yeah, your kid, your very own kid.
Listing the ages of all the kids he's about to bring over for lunch.
So
the email is attached to that same tweet if you want to read it. He went to Little St. James Island. He went to the pedophile island.
Hold on, I'm gonna do a little. There we go. Now I can read it. Okay. Okay, this is from Leslie Groff to FYI. We'll let y'all know what he says. Come Saturday or Sunday lunch, Little St. James.
This is from Epstein now.
Yeah, now this is from Epstein to Leslie Groff. Who's Leslie Groff? Sorry, I don't know everybody.
Not sure who that name is.
Sean?
I'm not aware of Leslie Groff.
But I do
some monster. Probably a monster.
He should just be on these with us. Yo, hop in our 4-hour stream, dude.
Oh,
At
hey,
some
we got
point,
this
we'll get
random
going.
web we want you to run. Hop in for a minute.
Yeah, please make this web for us because we're too fucking retarded.
Maybe that's why
Behind
people.
Christmas Cove.
Maybe that's why people
here we
watch
go.
us, because it's just chaos. It's a bunch of people who. What our new tagline?
But
We don't
let
know
him finish
shit,
his
but we
shit.
want answers.
We got the chaos, but we bring in amazing guests that really know their shit. So it's like the perfect balance, in my opinion. Well, it's not like we're stupid. We're just like we don't dig like everybody. We just Dave built this big Cappy.
We
Return of
dig,
Cappy
John.
page,
We
and we're
dig. We
using.
dig. You're not giving
Oh.
us credit here. We dig.
Well, yeah.
I
Yeah,
spend
we
all
do.
day digging.
Yeah, these leak sheets don't
It's
make
true.
themselves. It is still digging.
Right. But I mean, not like that crazy webs of
No, we
connecting
bring
Hillary
in people
Clinton
that are
to-
specialists.
Yes.
You know, people that are very good at their skill sets. That's what I like to showcase.
very good at that, or they've experienced things like.
Speaking of specialists and things that were experienced, to finish up on this topic, number 31 would be a good thing to think of bringing in
this
experience.
email right
and-
here shows we just saw Lutnick lie through his fucking teeth. And then, John, if you want to finish it off, from Howard Lutnick to Epstein.
Hi, Jeff. We are
Hi,
landing in
Jeff.
St. Thomas early Saturday afternoon and planning to head over to St. Bart, Anguilla on Monday at some point. Where are you located? What is exact location for my captain? Oh, we need coordinates, do we? Does Sunday evening for dinner sound good? I have another couple, Michael and Marcy Lehrman, with me on my boat, and each of us has 4 children, 2 16s, 2 14s, a 13, 12, 11, and a 7-year-old. Thanks, Howard.
Why the
Jesus.
fuck would you
Christ.
need the ages?
Yeah, that's specific as fuck.
We got to know that they've got quality blood, right?
Of course. And they were
Well,
lunch.
Is there a code for like the O and blood types? Because remember we talked about the blood types with Ellen.
There's codes. There's codes for everything. It's getting madness.
Well, all this email is in code, and a lot of it is around evolves around sexual innuendos. So this doesn't, but the whole lunch thing and the naming of age and how we know they eat these kids. So yeah, it's concerning. It's definitely concerning to say the least, considering this guy is Trump's earpiece.
And that's just madness to think about. That's where we're at. But it gets worse. There's just so many things. It gets worse. I think
What number
30,
did you say before?
I think number 31, and then followed by number 33 before we change the topic.
Okay.
So, you talked about experts and making sure that things are taken care of and people. Well, Lutnick made a lot of money off of 9/11, as did other people, and we all know about that picture of Bush with the paper plane. Check this clip out.
Are we going 9/11?
He was in the explosion.
This is workers.
He was in the lobby and the third explosion, the whole lobby collapsed on us.
What was it like? What was it like?
Horrible. The whole building just collapsed on us inside the lobby.
Was that a secondary explosion?
Yes, it was.
That was the.
Yeah, definitely secondary explosion. But we was inside waiting to go upstairs. And on our way upstairs, the whole fucking thing blew. And we just collapsed on everybody inside the lobby.
So much of the first tower coming down, secondary.
I don't know about the first one, but I know the second one was terrible. Then there was a third one too after that one.
And God bless those dudes.
Everybody was inside the building waiting to go upstairs. And it just let loose. Everything just let loose inside the building.
So what you told me is that there was a plane or whatever hit the building and then a secondary explosion.
There was like 3 explosions after that. We came in after the fire. We came when the fire was going on already. We was in the staging area inside the building, waiting to go upstairs. The whole lobby collapsed on the lobby inside.
Just the AM after that.
Just man, everybody trying to make their way out.
Trying to help all the brothers get out.
A lot of people trapped inside.
Man, that day was correct.
We watched the first explosion. As we watched the building, we saw a black, very large airplane fly right into the second building. Came at it south, right in front of our eyes. Just, it was so surreal, like a movie set. Second, third explosion.
Like a movie set.
Yep.
We're in the building for the third one, and it collapsed. It was on this drive here for the other one. People don't understand.
there may be more. Any one of these fucking buildings could blow up. This ain't done yet.
Are these god blooded heroes still alive, man? Oh my god.
As long as they didn't try to talk about this afterwards. So, yeah, so professionals came in and rigged the building up and exploded it, along with building number 7, which housed a whole bunch of records for trillions of Defense Department dollars that were missing. But Howard Lucknott's a good guy, right? Yeah?
I mean, when are they they're going to release the 9/11 files to distract from the real Epstein stuff, and then when people are going to be talking about 9/11 forever, and what's that video we watched with the Minecraft?
You didn't say they
or-
released the cure for cancer this week too, man.
Is that coming?
Did they
You
fund?
guys see that?
Did they fund the
No.
guy who everybody wants to make fun of because his face, or did we just brush him off?
No. More. There's more cancer breakthroughs this week, considering the Epstein dumps. I mean, anything to distract from the pedo wars, dude. They're pulling it all out. Dude, John, just type in like cancer breakthroughs or something like that in the X feed,
Let's
or
take a
even
look.
Google, and you'll see like all this shit like in the last week of all this amazing cancer research that they've all of a sudden were sitting on. I'm sure that they needed to pull out.
Cancer is trying to heal, not kill.
I mean, I don't know if you'll find it. Google might be better because we'll get news articles from the mainstream media. I think that'll probably be a better search for this topic, especially because it's a propaganda piece. But yeah, man, all sorts of cancers got cured this week. Wild shit.
The Indian Express. That's the first link that came up.
Yeah, it's not that dude with the big mole on his face either.
Oh my god, you gotta sift through all these ads to even read the information. What's it
They're
say?
everywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
Belly oncology.
I just know there's a lot of them that came out, man. Let me see if I could.
Look, in El Paso, researchers pursue new treatments for cancer. Yeah, I honestly don't know the best places to find news articles anymore. I haven't searched for a news article on
Propaganda
Google in
piece is
ever.
Google. Yeah. If you want a nice little
I don't know where to go,
slice of
really. At this point.
propaganda.
I feel like X, I see everything. I see bullshit and I see real stuff. So at least it's got everything. Google's got like, man, how you gotta
Only the bullshit. That's all you get on Google is the bullshit.
yeah, you gotta scroll to page 416 or something.
Yeah, and then you're lucky if you find anything there.
Yeah, you're getting like an old page from 1990.
Yeah, stuff that doesn't make any
You guys
sense.
ever try that DuckDuckGo thing?
I
That's
tried it, but then
my wife has it. It's not any
good.
good. It's awful.
No,
And I
I
thought
heard
it was-
I heard Bill Gates bought it actually a couple years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, I heard it was bullshit.
No, he's just the guy you want in control of your thing that's supposed
No,
to protect
also,
you, right?
guys, this brings me a good point for everybody that's watching. Like, if you have a VPN, you should look into who's actually owning it because the Israeli Mossad owns like 80% of all the VPNs. ExpressVPN, all those ones. They're all Israeli owned, which means they're state owned, which means they're intelligence owned.
Yeah, I don't
so
even use one. I just
No, I mean, I always did because, I had some crypto money at one point and I always wanted to protect it, or they told us that was to protect it, but it's probably just some sort of like spyware you're downloading onto your phone, giving them full access to everything.
Yeah, most
So
likely.
be careful of VPNs. I don't know, dude. I mean, I think they can just find whatever. If they want to find something about you, they're going to find it.
Yeah,
But the
there's
VPNs,
there's nothing that's going to protect you from being seen if you're supposed to be seen by the Mossad or the CIA. And you guys want to get pissed off real quick?
Online too. Damn, those hackers that hack the hackers, hack the scammers. Oh my god. Okay, continue. Go
It's
ahead.
just a mess of crime being completed on every angle at all times, and that's the world we live in today. But speaking of crimes and things to piss you off, number 33, it all ties in with 9/11 and the current situation in Palestine and everything. It all ties together. And this is something we knew.
American history. You can't talk about American history
I don't think that's the link.
About the Wigger. Let's really think
What?
about.
Oh,
You got something that we're gonna hit later coming up on the screen. The history of the Wigger.
oh, I see. You got two. Okay, wait. No, it's two different.
Very interesting.
I see what you've done. I see what you've done.
I guess that one didn't go as well as the other ones did.
Yeah. This?
All right.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Okay. What are we looking at here?
You might
Maybe
read
Sean?
that. You might want to make that email big.
man.
But
I see the headline there.
Our buddy Epstein funded ISIS.
Dude, what
Really?
didn't this motherfucker fund?
Make that, maybe save
Yeah.
that and do your trick so everybody can read it with us.
What didn't this man fund?
It's pretty blurry, but okay. Let's see here. So we got to go down this way.
Yeah, you got to start at the bottom.
They read backwards, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and this one. So this is at 7:59 on September 5th, 2016. So nine or so years ago. Yes, there is a trick. Wait, who's this from again? Who's that?
It goes to Tom Pritzker.
Okay, from Jeffrey to Tom Pritzker. Yes, there is a tradecraft named for this administration's approach, clusterfuck. When China began building bases in South China Seas, we ran freedom of navigation cruises. This is a technical process that describes which of the ship's systems are on which which systems are on and which systems are off. Zero orders it done. Pentagon sends over details, and Susan Rice views systems on off, not as protocol, but as a menu of options. Oh yeah, I did see this. She overrules Pentagon and orders which systems she wants on and off. In effect, White House diluted challenge for which freedom of navigation cruises were designed. Jesus. He had a foreign policy strategy that was articulated at Cairo. It is failed strategy, and he failed to change when its failure was clear. Would like to hear what Ehud thought when he first heard Cairo. Good example was complete withdrawal from Iraq, military, diplomatic, and economic, followed by passive support for Maliki, who then slaughtered Sunnis and made ISIS a rational alternative. Damn. Holy shit, dude. I had to stop there and just process that for a minute, because when I was reading it,
I had to
wasn't
process
really
it too, man.
Ugh.
I mean, it's not shocking, right? We kind of knew this, but just to see it in writing is shocking.
Yeah, like a month
'Cause,
or
you know,
2 months ago, it'd be shocking, but nothing is shocking anymore.
you would have been shocked if you heard that the Israelis were supporting ISIS.
Wait.
I mean, we know they create their own enemies since World War II. I mean, apparently Hitler was a Jew, right? We're gonna go down that rabbit hole in a little bit.
Oh, we have to at some point, whether it's tonight or
Yeah.
some other night. But this is a little out of order. So this came first. Nusra, ISIS, Al Qaeda, Jabba, Hamas, the leaders of all prefer Donald. Wild. They know Hillary. Turkey gives NURSA a heads up on Iraqi recruits. So this is, a little later on. Slaughter. Russia gives Erdogan? Who's that? A heads up on the coup. U.S. gives a pass on ISIS to Palmyra. Assad has no support, so will stay. Nuclear base in Turkey. Soviet defense in Iran. This is like, what's that video game? Civilization. Or is that what I'm thinking of? Saudi and Yemen. Egypt about to lose all financial support. Jordan has 1 million refugees, as does Lebanon. Also, my guy Thurban Jagland, General Council of Europe, will be here that weekend as well. Jesus. Yes, till Thursday. Okay. Yeah, that was
That's
fucked.
from Epstein to Pritzker.
Yeah.
Is that the Pritzker? Wait, is that? No, that's JB Pritzker. Is this guy related to him?
There is a relation between them, but JB is the governor of Illinois.
Yeah, and they really want that guy to be president. Like I heard over Newsom, they're kind of preferring him.
Well,
because Newsom, I mean, how could Newsom run on Chicago? I mean, how could you run on Chicago? But how could Newsom run on California and like tout what it has? This absurd homelessness and just a hellscape, man. If you ever been there, dude, LA is absolutely a hellscape.
No.
Downtown LA is nuts.
I did some work on the Strip
Oh.
a couple years ago, and the amount of possessed is really the only word I can think of for these individuals I saw. I literally every 15 feet there was somebody possessed, talking to themselves dirty, unwashed, just yelling at themselves in public. It is
man.
literally a hellscape. Like, there's no better way to put it.
All right, here's Thomas Pritzker. If anybody
It's
needs
all
to
in
know.
California like that too. It's fucked.
Oh, he founded the Hyatt hotel chain. Oh boy,
He's still in charge of the Hyatt Hotel
man.
chain.
75. Yeah, he's not that old. Executive chairman of Hyatt Hotels, chairman and CEO of Pritzker Organization, the family's merchant bank and investment firm. Okay, yeah, billionaire. Okay, yeah.
What's he to JB Cousins or something?
To who?
JB Pritzker.
JB Pritzker. Potential next president.
Add to it. Say what's his relation to JB? Cousins.
Thomas is the son of Jay Pritzker. Cousins, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
First cousins.
Makes sense. They love their bloodlines, man.
Got to keep it in the bloodlines. That's the rule with all of this, right?
Yeah, the bloodlines are everything. As we saw, Epstein was trying to create his own race at Zorro Ranch. I mean,
it's time to go into Zorro Ranch, isn't it?
Did you guys? I don't know if you have this one on the lineup sheet, but did you guys hear like the theory of the mRNA vaccine? That Epstein got his DNA in all the shots. Anyone that got the shot has an Epstein DNA in them.
Please, where is this?
Yeah, that's got to be found right away. But that's like the crux of this entire. It's like the crux of this entire thing. You got to make that supreme race and rid the world of the goyim with my DNA because it's superior. See, look at me. All these people ask me for advice. My DNA's the best. What a piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you don't get more diabolical than that. Like, I don't even know how you get to that level of thinking of diabolical.
It's something, David, something that's built over generations, one after the other, growing progressively bigger.
Seriously, dude.
You got it, John?
I'm kidding.
Few months old. I don't know if this is legit, but this is just a list that's giving me some information. A tweet. I don't know if it's true, but I'm scrolling it.
Yeah, dude, this is all if it's a month old, but this did get verified in the Epstein files. They were talking about this shit.
Oh,
Give the
my
whole
God.
thing a read,
Yeah.
John.
Oh my God. Okay. Epstein told multiple people he wanted to seed the human race with his genome. Okay. Bill Gates' science chief, who has a controlling voice with Moderna, was with Epstein and him. mRNA shots, lipid nanoparticles, and sperm heads are almost identical in their structure. That's how they can penetrate cells.
Wow.
Moderna patented and used a reverse complementary version of the sequence. That's a lot of CTC, CTC, GG, yeah, and its death jab. This sequence matches something found in two places: Mycobacterium smegmatis and human genital discharge. What?
So they made the mRNA like a seed, like a sperm seed searching.
The patent was registered before the COVID-19 event took place. See the patent JP 2017-1975-45A. The COVID-19 virus itself contained the same sequence, proving it was engineered beyond any reasonable doubt. We recently discovered cancer patients with cells that didn't just reverse transcribe the RNA, thanks to line 1 deregulators also in the vaccine, but also integrated into the genome. Stop reading here if you want to sleep tonight. Holy shit.
That means we got to keep reading.
Epstein. Let me go slow here. Here we go. Epstein, who had access to the vaccine makers, said he wanted to see his DNA into the human race. The death jabs contain a sequence that potentially come from human genital. Wait, we read this already. Right, didn't we? We found evidence of the RNA sequence integrating into the human DNA in cancer patients. What exactly was in the vaccine? Remember, these freaks are still running the world, even if they retired one. Exactly. Well, that's 100% right here. This
And
sentence
below it is
like-
deep too. You have no idea how degenerate they are.
Right.
Let's look at these pictures.
Who's this dude? Who's this, Dave?
I don't know.
Is that the dude running the page? I don't know if it's a comedian or a guy. Freaking me out.
You don't want to see Rathbone? Smegma. We love Smegma. We love Smegma. We need more Smegma. You wouldn't
goodness.
believe it.
Who's this? That's who?
Looks like Lance
no.
Storm.
Piers Morgan, Lance Storm.
It's not
Who's
Lance
this?
Storm. It's
Nope.
not Lance
Oh,
Storm.
no.
You, clear that
Ludwig
man's name.
Borga.
It could
Ludwig
be.
Borga.
It could be Ludwig Borga.
Look at this shit. Look at this. What is this?
Is that the code?
Fuck does that mean?
Oh boy.
That's Jeffrey Epstein's code added into the man that blanked the world. God, man. Okay.
I think it's time to talk about Zorro Ranch, guys.
Yeah, let's do it.
All
Guide
right.
me to the next.
I mean, that's
Good
always
God.
it's the most intriguing part of Epstein to me.
Yeah,
That's for
It's
sure.
not
I mean, the
getting
sex
talked about
stuff,
enough.
you know,
Oh.
obviously they use sex and underage kids for blackmail. Like we know they do that. Epstein's not the only one that's done that. It's just common practice for these sick maniacs. But you know, so we know they're up to that. We know they're up to the worst kind of child abuse imaginable. But these science projects going on at Zorro Ranch, man, are so intriguing in the worst way.
Yeah, they truly are. And Zorro Ranch has since been sold and the business rolls on. Let's hit number 6 on the link list.
6.
And even Juliet, talked about Zorro Ranch.
It's also it also happens to be from your dude Diligent, who we talked about earlier.
He does a good job.
Zorro Ranch owner Don Huffines has a biotech company that uses cardiac cells from baby hearts under 30 days old for tissue cell sourcing. Holy shit. All those sci-fi shows are not all, but there's a lot of them that are just right. Epstein was known for telling prominent scientists he was using the ranch as a baby factory. What are the odds? Another.
The eyes.
Can we make a post with just people's demon different eyes?
They're always different. You don't get the same
Oh my
eye.
God.
Look
And
at this guy.
That's evident with that guy.
Look at this fucking creature. Anyway,
What's
what
the
did they
word
do
where
now?
you can kind of tell somebody's whole aura about them just by looking at them?
There is
Like an empath?
Their energy.
No,
Yeah.
there's like an actual word, pheno or something. I forget what the word is. Too complex for my
It's a shame
brain at this hour.
It's a shame our friend Ellen Red's not here to tell us. She's awesome, by the way. I had a private session with her today. She's incredible.
Oh yeah, you had that today?
I did it today. She's incredible, man. She made me cry in a good way, and
So she's the real deal.
Yeah, I can say that at this point. There's no question in my mind that she's the real deal.
This is not
do
a
you mean?
paid advertisement.
No, it's
by
not.
any means.
And just to be, full disclosure, I paid nothing. This was something that was offered to me based on something I said during our episode with Ellen. And I don't know. She, like I said, made me cry in a good way. She brought up stuff about my dad who passed away in 1999 that I didn't tell her, and that was
Really?
deep. That was super deep. Like, I'll never forget it. And
Are you gonna do it again?
yeah, and I'm gonna try to help her with her stuff, some of her tech stuff. Her word needs to
Sweet.
get far and wide, and I think it's safe
Yeah,
to
dude,
say that
she can
she's
help people.
she can help a lot of people, and she's she's under our umbrella and wants to be here. So this is one of the good ones that we got to run with.
Yeah, man.
Good.
Agreed.
Glad that went good. That's good to hear. I've never kind of sat in on one of those things or experienced anything like that, like one-on-one trying to tap into something like that.
Sean doesn't seem like one that I would initially thought would believe that stuff.
No,
I'm certainly not. I'm open to it, but yeah, Sean, I didn't think you'd be like, "Fuck yeah, sign me up."
I mean, like at this point, I've been on nothing short of an emotional journey over the past 10 years of my life. You know, a lot of things I thought were true aren't true. A lot of things I thought I wanted to be were not anything close to that. And I don't know, I've been on a spiritual journey, one would say, and it's just part of the progression. You know, you have to be open to this kind of stuff, and the only way to see if it's reality is to just sit in on it yourself. And you know, I went in with an open mind, and I was more than pleasantly surprised with what resulted from it.
Good.
Yeah.
I might have to do that soon myself.
That's probably not a bad idea, but if we want to get more pissed off about our good friends at the Zorro Ranch, let's keep this shit rolling and bring up number 7.
All right, I think I got you already. Oh my God.
Yeah,
There he is
there
again.
he is again.
The new owner of Epstein's Zorro Ranch in New Mexico is ignoring calls for an independent investigation into whether children's bodies may be buried. Well, what? Oh my God!
They say
this
there's
planet.
buried bodies in the emails. The emails verify that there's buried bodies in those hills. They said they were having rough sex with these foreign girls and that they got killed and that Epstein ordered them to be buried right outside the ranch. And there's probably a lot more.
That's frick.
Because
man.
he bragged to people calling Zorro Ranch like a baby factory, his own little baby factory.
Yep, that's
So
where
that's
where the phenotype
that's
was.
where the eggs were stolen.
That's where the phenotype was perfected.
Well, yeah, I mean that's where Juliet said her eggs. She thinks her eggs were stolen there, quite possibly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. This is Zorro Ranch. They didn't want to touch with the 10-foot pole. They want to tell you all about the sex stuff.
Oh.
Tell you all about Bill Gates's STD and shit. But they don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about the cloning and
what about this picture, Dave?
transhumanism, the eugenics. Oh, Steve Bannon, there's the white hat that's here to save us, according to Liz Krogan.
Yes.
You know, he wasn't, asking Epstein for money or anything like that. Wasn't helping Epstein rebuild his image. He's sick. Oh, you're sick, Liz Krogan.
12
to even suggest that that's a white hat.
12 hours.
Even Donald Trump.
12 hours of interview time after this man was outed previously in 2009 or 2008 and again in 2019. The last interview conducted with Jeffrey Epstein. 12 hours long, 12 plus hours long with none other than that son of a bitch right there, Steve Bannon. Yep, that's
they
a
were
white.
plotting against Trump and all sorts of back and forth emails, joking about how they got an intern in there that was blowing Trump. Remember we went over that email, like when they first dropped?
Yeah. Hey, what's he got on his? What does old Duffins have on his lip on that picture?
Jesus God.
Bottom
dude,
left.
nothing
What's
dude.
that?
Like, I think that's where he rips his mask off, where the finger part, like where you rip off the mask and the lizards underneath it.
The left
Dude,
eye.
It looks like he's wearing like Vince McMahon's face.
He does kind
mask.
of. Dude, why is the left eye always dead?
Real.
Dude, it's that. Oh my God, I'm getting off this.
Sorry for the nightmares, guys.
So like, it's crazy. And then let's just go into number 9. Go right into number 9. And people were talking about this even in the 80s. Even in the 80s. In this clip, this clip aired on TV and disappeared right after.
Oh boy.
Does everyone else think it's a nice Jewish family? From the outside, you appear to be a nice Jewish girl.
Definitely.
And you all are worshiping the devil inside the home?
Right. There's other Jewish families across the country. It's not just my own family.
Really?
Oh.
You don't have to give us the gory details, but what kinds of things?
Well, there would be rituals in which babies would be sacrificed, and you would have to, you know.
Whose babies?
There were people who bred babies in our family. No one would know about it. A lot of people were overweight, so you couldn't tell if they were pregnant or not. Or they would supposedly go away for a while and then come back.
So you witnessed the sacrifice?
Right. When I was very young, I was forced to participate in that, in which I had to sacrifice an infant.
And the purpose of sacrifice is to what? Is to bring you what? What are you sacrificing for?
For power.
You think that was like a humiliation ritual for Oprah to put the real truth out there on her show?
Well, dude,
yeah, you give us the truth right on your show, and then you're 1 foot closer to being in the club.
TV was way crazier back then.
Yeah.
It was. I wish it was still like this. They went there, but man, you would never see this on TV today, ever, never, ever. And it's crazy. Then didn't one of you guys send me that Ricky Lake one with the skinhead?
Why don't we hit that now? Why don't we hit that next? And that'll be a good thing to enhance where we're going with this.
You can go on Ricky Lake. That's closer to the bottom, I think, right? Or no?
Yeah, it's right near the bottom. It's one of the last things added. What led to the messed up link sheet, maybe.
No, I don't see it. Why?
It is all the way down at the bottom. It is.
Help me. I found it. 35. Instagram.
Ricky Lake.
Oh, yeah.
Talks about the Goyams.
All right. I'm going to bring it over and then refresh it.
Racial treason.
Wait till all.
I hate Jewish people because Jewish people are for the genocide of white people by race mixing and racial treason.
Wait till all Jewish people are for the genocide?
Their religion itself calls all Gentiles cattle, which that means that I am cattle to them, and they call us goyim and such stuff like that.
And so that causes you to hate them?
Because of the fact that they hate me, of course I'm going to hate them, and they have.
So all Jewish people hate you?
What?
All Jewish people hate you?
Oh, yes. All Jewish people hate, especially me. But all Jewish people, oh, of course, and I hate them, but I'll tell you right now.
So wait, do you consider yourself to be a skinhead?
Yeah, I am a skinhead.
You are?
Yeah.
So are you violent?
No, I don't commit crimes. I don't do anything that would put me in any kind of jail position or anything. I go about things the legal way.
The legal way?
By spreading the word, passing out literature, talking to people about
So spreading the word, your word is that the Holocaust never happened.
Well, yeah, the Holocaust did never happen. There's no fact of any of this. They say that they made skin lampshades and bars of humans.
Oh my God!
Bars of soaps from human, all this other crap.
You know who still repeats that is Rabbi Shmuley.
A lot of those carcasses in the first place were Germans in the first place that died.
Where do you get your facts, Raymond?
It's in history. In actuality, they have no proof of any of this Holocaust stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Jewish. Here's my good friend Len right here. There's nothing in my religion says I'm supposed to hate all people that aren't Jewish. I think you're the one that's hating right now.
Why don't you read the Talmud?
Have you read the Talmud, sir? I have.
Yeah, I have read parts of the Talmud.
I've read the whole thing. There's nothing in there that says anything about hating people that aren't Jewish.
It's all behind your scheme anyway. That's all right.
Wait. What's her scheme? What's her scheme?
Scheme is to act like they like all of us. In actuality, they don't. They don't. Their scheme.
Are you just pretending, ma'am?
Where the fuck is Raymond today?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No.
Is he on ecstasy, lurking on X somewhere, J-pilling people?
All right, well, we have to decide that the Holocaust never happened. Where are 6 million Jews?
There was not even 6 million Jews in Germany at that time to be killed.
Well, they were brought in.
What about all the white Russians that killed? What about all the white Russians that got killed?
Yeah, the Talmud's very disturbing, guys. I mean, you don't even have to read it. You can just see some of the experts and excerpts of the book, and it's highly disturbing the way they talk about non-Jewish people. But I mean, I think if you haven't figured that point out, I mean, a lot of people are waking up to that. I mean, the Epstein files are waking people up to that, considering how Epstein and fellow Jewish people talked about non-Jews, where they had these special parties where they would ask each other, "Are the goyim going to be there?" And shit like that. And much worse, much worse.
You asked about Raymond. You want to know where Raymond is? I bet you Raymond committed suicide, probably.
I don't know, man. But Raymond's probably like a freaking pastor now or something. He has his own church.
It's all, dude. It's all lies and it's all fake, and everybody knows about it too. John, bring up number 37.
Alrighty. The FBI knew everything and did nothing. Jeffrey Epstein's butler was caught in an FBI sting in 2009 trying to sell the client and victim list. He detailed the entire operation 17 years ago. This video looks like it's from 1910.
It's a hidden camera video.
God.
Yeah, the documents. Who created this?
Yeah, this guy died very shortly after.
Oh shit.
He was very organized. He was supposed to be this with every plane and everything. Yes, there's the computer was the radio with water. First time in my life I saw that to keep it cool because they used to download pictures like this, just like that.
So he's trying to sell this to somebody, right?
From Sweden, from Romania, from Slovakia, from Brazil, from all minors, all young girls. Very young, very young. Like when you say very young, how young are you talking? 16, 17. The teenagers, they have braces, most of them. Younger than that, though? Yeah. And they used to go out to comedy shops or ice cream parlors or movies, a lot of movies. Because it was paintings, ice cream and comedy and movies. Records that they would stay even if you erase them. I know I will erase those, say there's something. Ghislaine Maxwell was his former companion, a very powerful lady from England. She would go to the former Eastern countries in Europe and find girls for Epstein. And I knew that because I went
talking about Ghislaine for sure.
They used to have a computer so powerful. They used to have a water.
When did this video come out to the public?
Because they used to download pictures like that so fast.
I don't know the answer to that question.
She has nice breasts, she has this and that.
You saw that stuff? Al Jazeera.
Yeah.
Pictures of girls?
I did stuff like that. Yeah, I testify that.
Two years later, agents say he tried to sell the book while hiding it from them. Rodriguez persisted that he would only turn over the information in his possession in exchange for $50K. The DOJ posted the video without covering the undercover agent's face. They have since removed the video from their website.
Well, at least stuff like that gets exposed by the good folks over at Al Jazeera, who were probably funded by the people who are responsible for that video content.
Yeah, that guy died of like mesothelioma, like a year or so later.
Jesus.
Crazy.
Mesothelioma? Really?
Yeah.
Well.
Damn.
Yeah, it's hard to.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I hit a wall there.
It's hard. It's hard. So
let's keep it rolling.
Epstein Island isn't the first island that had some issues. Why don't we look at 38?
38 long. Anybody know Andrew Dice Clay? What is this?
Do you remember when Michigan police raided a summer camp for child pornography, and a journalist later documented that the same network had successfully infiltrated state welfare systems? In July 1976, police arrested Gerald Richards on child molestation charges. They expected to find local victims. Instead, they found customer lists connecting to a private island operation, flight logs documenting transportation of boys. The island was North Fox, owned by Francis Sheldon, Yale graduate and Big Brother volunteer. Richards confessed boys were flown to the island, filmed in pornography, sold to wealthy subscribers. When police raided Sheldon's
Skull and
home 3 days
Bones.
later, they found it empty. He'd fled fled to the Netherlands. Richards was convicted, sentenced to 2 to 20 years. Sheldon was never extradited. He died in Amsterdam, 1996. According to journalist Marilyn Wright's 1977 reporting in the Traverse City Record-Eagle, Tennessee and Louisiana welfare departments admitted they'd been duped into making payments to support children in connected operations, believing they were funding legitimate youth programs. After Wright's reporting, Michigan lawmakers specifically increased Department of Social Services oversight of children's camps, not general camp regulations, DSS oversight, which raises one question. If only Tennessee and Louisiana welfare were infiltrated, why did Michigan specifically tighten DSS camp protocols instead of general youth safety rules?
I wish the Are We Sure show made this video, because the AI voice just aggravates me at this point.
Yeah, shout out to the Are We Sure show. Find them at Marshall Alessi. That's a friend of the show, a great guy. He's doing awesome stuff. We'll bring him up later maybe. But, well, so this guy's from Yale. This guy was part of Skull and Bones, most likely, wouldn't you say?
It seems
these are all secret society people.
And you want to be pissed off about Skull and Bones, especially for everybody like us who are from Western New York. John, bring up number 30. I've got some questions about, and I want some answers on why one of the most influential people to come out of the Buffalo area met an unfortunate end.
Oh, man.
Let me know when you got this up.
What's up?
All right.
The secret society.
That's Tim Rustard, by the way.
What does that mean for...
Maybe we hit this caption quick. Reporter died after asking forbidden questions about Skull and Bones. Tim Rustard, the moderator at NBC, was collapsed and died. And yes, he was from where we live.
Not
basically.
shortly after. It was quite a few years after he died, after these interviews.
Couple of years.
But he kept asking questions
People
the whole way up to the end, though.
Yeah.
But anyways,
no, I mean, nobody actually would ever fucking ask what he's about to ask on national television.
The secret society.
It's so secret we can't talk about it.
What does that mean for America? The conspiracy theorists are going to go
I'm
wild.
sure they are. I don't know. I haven't seen the web.
Number 322.
You both were members of Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale. What does that tell us? Not much, because it's a secret. Is there a secret handshake? Is there a secret code? I wish there were something secret I could manifest. 322, secret number? There are all kinds of secrets, Tim, but one thing is not a secret. I disagree with this president's direction that he's taking the country. We can do a better job, and I intend to do it.
Yeah, just deflection. Get me out of this conversation.
Bureau chief collapsed and died early this afternoon.
Damn, dude.
So guys, was Tim Rustard hit with one of those heart attack weapons? Was he hit with one of those heart attack weapons?
Yeah, he did die young. He died very young.
Man. Probably easy to pull off back then with no questions asked.
I imagine if Tim Rustard, it would be interesting to see what kind of opinion or what he would have turned into, considering how the landscape changed. If he was asking hard questions like this, if he continued to do it, would he have been allowed? Would he have been the Tucker Carlson type deal? I don't know.
And he
interesting.
And he got and he passed away right before things got real serious with the financial crisis and all of that stuff. I'm very interested in what things he would have had to say about that. What questions would he have asked to the world about that financial crisis? There's so many things you got to wonder about. But his worst sin, of course, was talking about Skull and Bones, which everybody should be talking about this stuff at this point. It can't.
Alex Jones clone. Look at him.
I don't know, bud.
All right.
If he was an Alex Jones clone, that would mean he is on the wrong side of history, getting funded by the wrong people. Allegedly, of course. So, you guys want to do a little bit on Charlie Kirk?
Well, I think we got to get... Are we done with the Zorro Ranch? I feel like we didn't... Did we get everything about the Zorro?
That's the stuff I had. That's the stuff I had on the list. But if there's definitely deeper investigation that we need to do in it, Dave, guide John on what to type in on Twitter.
What about the lottery thing?
Oh yeah, no, we did not show that. There is something about that. Let's go.
That came out before the Epstein drops. That people didn't really talk about it though. It's kind of like in and out of the news cycle. But
number 10 on the list, John.
The estate of Zorro Ranch, won $80 million in the New Mexico lottery. I believe it was right before he got arrested, or right after.
We gotta shore up the coffers before we have big legal expense, right?
Some interesting facts that should be passed on to the investigative agent on the Epstein case. I will also copy Dr. Mueller. Zorro Trust, belonging to Epstein, won an $80 million lottery ticket in New Mexico. Zorro Ranch, belonging to Epstein, sits close to the U.S.-Mexican border, where most trafficked children are routed prior to being dispersed to East Coast. Fuck. Several high-ranking officials and friends of Epstein have confirmed he has sexual relations with trafficked underage minors. Both Ghislaine and Redacted were served last week. 2 key witnesses on Epstein camp. Thank you, Conchita sent Blackberry via from T-Mobile. You know that T-Mobile. That lovely company. Well, yeah, that's frigged.
Yeah, totally frigged. And, you know, how they mentioned transportation of trafficked children, this, that, the other thing. Well, let's elaborate on that a little further with number 39 on the list sheet. Where were these kids trafficked that were trafficked underground?
Oh, boy. I got to save this picture.
Dumb bases. Deep underground military bases. The children are moved, and these bases connect the entire country underground.
We got to talk to Angela Maggard again. She knows all about this stuff.
Yeah, she went into that quite in depth on our show with her last week, which should be checked out. Well, let's see what we can ascertain from these diagrams here.
Ascertain, wow.
Big words.
U.S. government underground facilities and tunnels, Nevada, Area 51. Look at what's a subterranean base? Are the circles? Tube shuttle tunnel are the black and red lines. Okay, where's the red lines? I don't see any red lines. Oh yeah, I do right here. Oh, and the alien craft landing storage facilities. What? Okay, at least this is all on the West Coast.
Yeah, but it goes deeper as the rest of the diagrams will show.
This picture. I've seen this picture. I feel like Jake brought this up. U.S. government underground facilities and tunnels. Yep, this graphic was on the Occult Apocalypse show.
I mean, it only makes sense that all these major military bases would be connected. I mean, it's almost, I don't know. It's almost, I'm not condoning what goes on down there, but it's probably like a good thing for the safety of the U.S. I mean, that you know, if we'd ever got invaded, that there's underground tunnels for the military to go pop up in from. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to play devil's advocate here of any reason for dumbs.
No, there's no reason for dumbs other than they're traffic kids underground. We all know what's happening at this point. It can't be hidden.
I mean, it's not just the kids too, though. It's how they move like major. It's how they move the gold from the Vatican. How they got all these things, these major things that they got to move around.
They shove it in your face too, right in Hollywood. Like recently, Stranger Things. A lot of that was about Elle or 11 or whatever you want to call her being in dumb bases throughout her childhood, and them going into dumb bases to break her out and all this other stuff. They put it right in front of our faces. It can't be denied at this point.
For sure, that show definitely they put it right in front of you.
And they talk about how the demonic characters, the Demogorgon and you know whatever they call them on that show, they talk about how they harvest energy off of kids. They harvest energy off of good people. Like they put it all right in front of our face. All of it.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of movies like that. Even like children movies. Did you see like the original Pinocchio, where like they talk about like bringing the kids to the island? And scaring them. Yeah, man. I mean, there's all sorts of. Lost Eggs, that one. How about the movie The Island with Leonardo DiCaprio? Is it called The Island?
Yeah, I never saw it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that one's crazy.
Yeah, what island what island is he referencing in that movie? Is it Little St. James Island, maybe?
True. I mean, it's like about cloning. It's fucking bizarre, dude. It's a good movie.
Castaway Island? What the heck is that?
All of this stuff is bizarre. So, I mean, collectively, do we here in this stream right now, do we believe that all this child trafficking takes place in these dumb bases?
I mean, most of it probably
It's
happens
the most
underneath as
logical
opposed to the surface. You know, people
for the
pay for the
elite.
surface stuff, come into the hotel, bring in the brainwashed victim that's been just victimized for 10 years, and here she is. It's fucking disgusting.
Not only that, though,
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna get into it too. Like National Center for Missing Exploited Children, like those are huge trafficking rings too. They're not
Oh
all
yeah,
underground. You know what I mean? They're
all those
right under
missing pictures.
our noses. You know what I mean? They're just right under our noses, a lot of these things. And it doesn't have to be as deep as these dumbs, but they definitely play a role. Well, no doubt they play a role. But it's in all aspects. You know, we've given so much power to our government that they can just come into your home and take your kids if they deem you for unfit or whatever, for whatever reason.
They don't
think
even need a reason at this point. They can make up a reason and then fabricate evidence, and you won't be able to defend your way out of it. That's how fucked this world is nowadays. And I think it's a good time to. How would you feel if you? How would you feel if we started showing some potential receipts for kids being sold on Wayfair?
I think, yeah. I mean, if you've been into this stuff, you know, researching it, you've heard about the Wayfair conspiracy. I think it's relevant. I think because in the Epstein files, there was like a $9,000 purchase for like a cabinet from Wayfair.
John, bring up number
and
29
it
and make some
should
people
not
sick.
be worth anything close to that. But yeah, pull that thing up. Let's rehash that a little bit.
Just when you thought you've reached the depths of depravity as far as you can get, it goes deeper.
Same name. For years, Wayfair was selling furniture with the same name as missing girls. For example, in 2019, a 17-year-old girl from Ohio named Samaya went missing. Then, a few days later, Wayfair listed a Samaya 5 shelf storage cabinet for almost $13,000. In 2020, a 16-year-old girl from Connecticut named Yuritsa
and look
went
at the
missing.
website she's
A
on.
few days later, the Yuritsa storage cabinet went up for sale on Wayfair for just under $14,000. May 2020, from Kansas City, a 14-year-old girl named Annabelle goes missing. Same storage unit, sold on Wayfair.
John, pause it for a brief
Annabelle,
second.
with the same selling for just under $11,000.
Dave, you notice every time they show the missing kid, what website they're showing the missing kid on? That National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, of course. Back to
January.
Just watch, you'll see
yeah.
every time.
2020, Kyla Coleman, 16 years old from Cleveland, goes missing. You can already guess. Wayfair, same name. This one discounted for $12,000. Everyone always called this a conspiracy theory until now, when a receipt from Wayfair was found in the Epstein files. Look, we know that Jeffrey Epstein's network has a history with missing girls. Don't forget this picture of John Benet Ramsey and Ghislaine Maxwell lurking in the background. Back to the receipt. It was purchased by Karina, Jeffrey Epstein's longtime girlfriend, on June 28th, 2018. It was for one item totaling $8,400. And I've tried, but I can't find out what the item was. What I do know is that on June 23rd, 5 days prior, a girl named Joanna went missing from Columbus, Ohio. And still, to this day, she has never been found. But back in the day when this conspiracy was spreading online, there was a high-priced Joanna cabinet circulating in the chats from the same WFX utility company. Just for context, the WFX company is still selling the same storage units on Wayfair, but they're only $139. Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend, Karina, wasn't just making purchases on Wayfair. She's also active in the files for making purchases off of Etsy. We know that back during this time, Etsy also had some very weird postings. The reality is that none of this proves anything, but it does make you think that if this type of activity was happening, who was behind selling these items to Jeffrey and his network, allegedly? Where's Epstein's longtime girlfriend, Karina? She was a dentist, which might explain why he had these rooms. Just 2 days before his passing, his estate signed everything over to her. We're talking about the properties, Zorro Ranch, the island, and hundreds of millions of dollars. So, does she know where all the bodies are buried? I say that figuratively, of course.
Some of them, at
As
least.
always,
Holy shit, well, that was a crazy video.
Yeah, how come nobody asked her when her brief return to X? Or was that really her? Who knows?
Don't think so. I'm going to go with no.
It's just another diversionary tactic that they can only get like 6 hours out of this time.
Yeah, Alex Jones was like begging it to come on its show. Like, we're so proud of you for coming forward. Please come on the show.
Oh yeah, and
Blair White did for this country.
Unreal, dude. That was a fucking ridiculous one. I missed the meat of it. I woke up to it and I was like, what the fuck? And then it was 3 hours later, it was gone. If you don't know what we're talking about, there was an X account named what's this chick's name?
Kalina Scholik or something like that, or Shellac.
Yeah. It was Epstein's main broad that he was going to leave all his money to, and all his island and all his estates to. But like the DOJ ended up seizing it all after he scrambled his will around just a couple of days before he was suicided or walked out the jail, whatever you believe. But yeah, he had rearranged his will for her to receive all this stuff, like a $500,000 diamond ring and so a whole bunch of other shit. And the DOJ seized it all to give to the victims and stuff. But Little St. James got bought up. There was some property that was still, I think, up for grabs. Or maybe, I don't know. I read something. Maybe it was like 150 million still like tied up in the down in the Caribbean courts. That's all that's left, I guess. But like as we saw, it got sold off to these weirdos who don't even want to give any access to Zorro Ranch. I'm curious who bought his mansion in New York.
I'm willing to place a bet that says that they've got a dead left eye.
I believe they destroyed the place in Florida.
My God. So
fucking hey guys, this is a lot.
Well, let's go a little bit deeper. Let's go a little bit. Let's
Where are we heading next?
Oh, we're going lots of places here. Hold on, let me just find. Head up number 16. This is going to link a pretty influential JP Morgan executive to some stuff here, and then I got more on that. His name's Jess Staley, allegedly. But hit it when you're ready.
Disturbed by this image, but like most people, I was very disturbed by this image, but I think it's important that we dissect it because I believe there may have been some clues left behind. So to get started, we have this stack of money. It says JP Morgan and Chase. We have this creepy man, and he's standing in his boxers with no shirt on. He has his finger over his mouth, and he's going, shh. We also see that there's a mirror facing the bed, and the girl that's lying in the bed is dressed as Snow White. If you go to look up the term Snow White in the Epstein library, you will get some results. One of those results is an email exchange between Jess Staley and Jeffrey Epstein. Jess says to Jeffrey Epstein on July 9th, 2010, "That was fun. Say hi to Snow White." Jeffrey Epstein responded by saying, "What character do you want next?"
Oh.
Now, fun little fact about Jess is that he worked at JP Morgan and Chase between 1990 and 2013. And if you search up his name on Google Images, you'll find an image of him with his finger over his mouth. Maybe I'm crazy for thinking this, but the guy in this painting looks so much like Jess.
No, you're not
Jess
crazy.
did work at JP Morgan and Chase for 34 years. He also emailed Jeffrey Epstein about Snow White. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I think this might be the most genius piece of artwork with the most horrific backstory.
So before digging deep into that clip, piggyback right into 17 because it'll enhance the discussion about the clip and bring it all together. Piggyback right into that shit.
Wow. That's him, clearly. Clearly that's him.
He moved on to be the CEO of Barclays in later years.
Wow.
Bring that up while
Is there any diabolical exchanges between him and Epstein?
Now, we're about to see one in a matter of moments. Once John gets it up on the screen here, he's saving it so people can read it along with us. Here we go.
It's an email from Jess to Jeffrey. You want to know why we are not Sao Paulo? Watch the TV ads on the Super Bowl. It's all about hip blacks and hip cars with white women. The group that should be in the streets has been bought off by Jay-Z. Damn! Jess Staley, Blue Mountain Capital. What the heck? And the rest is just a bunch of disclaimer shit.
So,
thank God I didn't want to read
I don't
that
get
whole
it.
thing.
Someone explain that to me.
So he's basically saying that all the people that should be out in the streets are, being fed goy slop, for lack of a better term.
By Jay-Z.
By Jay-Z.
His demon frequency.
Yeah.
And everything that goes with it. His lyrics, his music, his sound, his message, his demon family.
So instead
2014.
So instead of being out noticing all the horrible things in the world and overthrowing the elites, they're worried about their bread and their goy slop. Everything's related, man. They're all in this together.
Yeah, buddy.
And look at that.
CEO of Barclays. Wonder why Jay-Z owned the Barclays Center, correct? That all ties together.
It all ties together. Follow the money, as Seven Seas would say. Follow the freaking money, and you'll
We
always...
bring him up so much, we need to just have him on. Like, it doesn't need to be scheduled. Hey, bud, what are you doing? It's too late now because I don't feel like we have the time. But
well, so here's something we gotta bring in. There's a question in the live chat. First of all, they asked us if we were live. Yes, we are live. We do loop it after, but right now we are live. But somebody in the comments at the Quez wants to know if we've got any comments on the Palantir hack. Was Palantir hacked? I didn't hear anything about this. See what you can find, John.
Oh, it's fucked up. Yeah. If it's true, I mean, like, people should be going to jail.
What did you see about it, Dave?
Yeah, we had a good expose on it. It was Kim.com, I was going to say. Read that. It's got everything there.
Palantir was allegedly hacked. An AI agent was used to gain super user access, and here's what the hackers allegedly found. Peter Thiel and Alex Karp commit mass surveillance of world leaders and titans of industry on a massive scale. Probably yes. They have thousands of hours of transcribed and searchable conversations of Trump, J.D. Vance, and Elon Musk. They have backdoored the devices. I mean, Thiel funded J.D. Vance.
He sure did.
He probably opened the door right for him. Yeah, bud. Door's open. They have backdoored the devices.
Cars with Elon, dude. I mean, Elon fucking created PayPal.
Wow. And accumulated the biggest archive of blackmail material. Palantir is creating nuclear and bioweapon capabilities for Ukraine and is working closely with the CIA to defeat Russia. They believe they are 1 year away. They plan to achieve this by keeping Russia busy with meaningless peace negotiations. Palantir is responsible of the majority of Palestinian deaths in Gaza. They have developed the AI targeting for Israel. I mean, Alex Karp just brags about that shit, so... Palantir is an arm of the CIA, and all data from international clients is copied into a CIA spy cloud. Palantir has become the most dangerous company in the world. If you work there, you have the right to know what is there. You have the right to know that this is what Palantir AI is used for without your knowledge. The Palantir data the hackers allegedly gathered will be given to Russia and or China. I was chosen as a trusted partner for this publication. I'm not involved in the Palantir hack, and I don't know the hackers, but I do know that the hack happened. Okay.
So, Sean, what was the question? I'd like to address it.
They just wanted comments. They wanted to know what we thought of that. So, Dave, just go off. I know you're ready to.
So, I mean, this confirms what everything we were afraid about Palantir doing. And they've already way ahead of us. They've already been doing this. They're collecting files on us. They've already have a file on me. They already have a file on the person asking this question. And it's like they don't even need to create this file. It's all AI just building it. Their AI monster. Yeah. And it's not like, some guy's following us and doing it. No, it's just AI just building a file on every single fucking person, from our presidents down to our peasants. So it's scary. We're totally in a police state, surveillance state, AI state, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And yeah, if this is true, what Kim.com is reporting, then Palantir is just another front for spying. So I mean, it already is. We already know that's what they do. They're in intelligence. I mean, it's just way deeper than we thought. Like .com put it, it's another wing of the government, another wing of the CIA.
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah.
If this is actually true.
Here's a comment from the Quez following up on this that I think is relevant. He says, Kim.com has been one to make these types of posts in the past, but this one just seems too random to make sense, or that it makes sense. Also, what would Kim's play here be by creating all this drama? I don't know. I feel like this is the moments before Skynet goes online.
Damn.
Well, there's no doubt
interesting
Palantir is the technology of choice for Donald Trump and what he's handing over the keys to them. So
I'll tell you what, something that I'm grateful for and something that's a good thing is the fact that, discussions like this and deep discussions are taking place worldwide on Palantir right now. Because if they just wanted to shove J.D. Vance down our throats and expect everybody to just get behind this guy, at this point, there's no chance of that happening unless he comes out and disowns Palantir and Peter Thiel immediately. He has the answer to all of this stuff. So this conversation's got to keep going. It's got to evolve from here, and it's got to grow even more. Because, there's that Trojan horse that everybody talks about in J.D. Vance. He gets elected, nothing is done, there's no change. Bam, it's over. We're done. We're all cooked. Plain and simple.
I mean, are you guys going to go and vote for somebody that supports Palantir?
I almost don't want to vote.
I'm honestly done voting.
Yeah, I don't feel like it does anything.
People we've been talking to lately, they're like, who said it? Was it Ellen? She was like, I'm not voting for somebody to rule over me.
I don't think she ever voted or something. She said,
yeah. And I'm with that mentality. Like, what the hell?
She asked for us.
I've had people tell me it's basically like participating in their ritual by voting.
Yep, that's what it feels like.
The illusion of choice. We aired a video on that a couple episodes ago. That was pretty deep, and it's the illusion of choice. And I remember Ellen, when she was saying this, asking us not to be mad at her. And like me from 2 years ago, probably would have gave her a lecture. I'd been like, "What are you doing? Your voice matters." Blah blah blah. But no, I don't know that it does. We've been given the illusion of choice, and now people are finally waking up to this illusion of choice. And how could you even want to participate in the ritual? How could you want to go and be part of this? Your voice means nothing at this point. And it's terrible to say that, but how could you be led to say anything different based on what's been happening in our world? How could you feel any differently?
All those fake ballot harvesting things all seem fake now. Or I was stressed and losing sleep over it back in 2020. Man,
yeah, they wanted you to be stressed and lose sleep over it. It was all a plan.
Just dark, just loosh time, just a loosh harvesting moment in history.
Yeah, and there's tons of this stuff happening, and it's not just even that. It's all fake. Hit number 32. Let's go into a nice little.
Just a full reminder. Give a like and share if you're enjoying the show.
Yeah,
it helps
for sure.
out a lot. It helps us bang into the algorithm.
Yeah, the algorithm beats the crap out of us a lot of times, and the only way to beat that algorithm is to share this live.
We're 90% suppressed, right, Sean? According to that code.
Yeah. Although we seem to be doing better than usual tonight, which maybe they took a break on us, but after viewing the content of this stream, chances are they'll be right back.
We laid off the apple juice talk so much.
Oh, boy.
Or whatever juice. The juice.
I don't know. We've been talking about them a lot tonight.
But yeah.
So it's all fake here. It's all fake. It's all fake division trying to advance their Skynet. And here's a prime example of it right here, John. Hit it.
This paid protester agitator discussing what he charges for different levels of rage. Oh my God.
See how loud you're
Really, it's paid.
Speaking of being paid, how much do you get paid to protest? I know that's a
usually protest rates go outside agitator rates or just strict protest rates.
Just sign up, put your coat on, hold a sign that was pre-made for you. Obviously,
you just hold a sign. I got a couple of pictures holding signs. I can tell you those contracts are lower, maybe 20 an hour to hold a sign. You want to outside agitate? I go 50 an hour.
Nice.
I go 50 an hour, and then once we pass certain temperatures, we're in the negatives. Like -30 Minneapolis, I'm charging 100 an hour to be out here.
Yeah, you better.
You know who's paying me too.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I got the same check last week.
Exactly, I know.
We get
What is
like,
this?
I mean,
Is
I
this
was
real?
getting 35 an hour,
That's
but
what I was saying.
you know, I wasn't screaming my lungs off. I was
Yeah.
only I was
There's
screaming.
contingencies.
Yeah.
In these.
Well,
I
they make
mean,
you, they
it's a
make you
good
wear
way to
those
go
decibel
viral.
readers to see how loud you're
They
actually
do.
chanting.
They do. And the right doesn't know. MAGA doesn't know about that yet.
Yeah.
MAGA doesn't know about the decibel readers. I got one on me right now.
I think these clowns are just doing it to go viral, dude. That's my first gut. Are they out of Minnesota? Like they're probably out of like fucking San Diego.
They
or
were
something.
talking like they traveled all over the place to do this, but that's
Give
not
me a sec.
that's not the only thing that's fake.
Yeah.
Oh, John, you
Are
looking
they,
something up?
Are you
Well, I'm
looking
just,
them up?
I'm
The
just
name of their
verifying
podcast
what's
or some
going
shit?
on here. 18,000 subs on YouTube. Is this the right? Yeah, this is them. Oh, we're still playing
Are
here.
they-
Okay. Anti-ICE protesting, surviving attacks. Matt
What are they
Pratt.
talking about? What's their headlines?
Kid Leroy performs live ZR. A bunch of music crap.
I think they're
I
just
don't-
clowning, trying to get their shit.
Echo interview. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I can't really
And look, it worked.
confirm nor deny it. Based
We got
off
their
one video
goddamn
and
page
some
on our
thumbnails.
fucking. Get them off.
Yeah.
No more
Well, you know,
platforming.
you just gotta
But-
do our.
We just got to roll through the fake
Work.
shit. How about number 8?
It happens to the best of us.
So if you think that the votes in the House are legit and, you know, something that makes sense, you might change your mind after viewing this. It's all fake. There we go.
Fine, illegal. Here goes fat ass Randy Fine illegally voting on behalf of Congress
This
members
piece of
to
shit.
outlaw Israeli boycotts. Throw him in jail. Here goes fat ass Randy Fine illegally voting on behalf
watch
of
it one
Congress
more
members to outlaw Israeli boycotts. Throw him in jail.
What's he hitting buttons?
Here goes
Yeah,
fat ass
he's
Randy
hitting the
Fine.
yay button on all those terminals.
Congress
Yeah.
members to outlaw Israeli boycotts. Throw him in jail.
Okay.
Holy shit!
Israeli shit.
No, we're
Yeah,
getting
no,
throttled now.
that's a jailable offense right there.
But so is eating a kid, but, you know, nobody's going to jail, man.
Oh man.
So that leads me to our next
man.
one here. It's we need a little bit of a laugh when it comes to this kind of stuff. So, you know, you
Dark
gotta
side.
ask yourself the question of what are we doing? Why are we paying into this? What's this all about? I got a clip somewhere on here of a song being performed in front of one of Les Wexner's places that I'd like to see. I'm just trying to find it
Okay.
here on my list.
Who's this, our boy Baker?
Yeah, he was performing a song out in front of that place. I just can't seem to find it on my list right now here, but it's on
I just
here.
type it. I'll just find it. Matt Baker's song.
Yeah, but we got to get the
Yeah,
we
we
got
gotta
to get
get
the
him
clip
on,
from
man.
today. He was performing in front of a.
I'm on his page. Here we go.
Do it to it. Bring it up.
Outside of the Victoria's Secret thing. That was the video you're talking about.
Yeah, you're not sharing it though. We still got this fat ass fine on here.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy. Keep filming, show the mind. These guys are covering up for Jeffrey Epstein and all the babies that have been murdered around the world. But they got to get me out of here. I'm trying to raise the awareness. Everybody's going
Matt
crazy.
Baker, everybody go follow him on X.
amen,
Great
brother?
follow.
We're paying taxes to goddamn pedophiles. Am I right?
Yeah.
My name's Matt Baker with 3 T's. They call me Triple T.
You turn
I'm
up a
here to
notch.
raise awareness about all the grooming that was going on in Victoria's Secret. Using these young women, people like Lex Wexner, who's been now proven to be a co-conspirator with Jeffrey Epstein on Jeffrey Epstein's island, where they're raping little children. Not only that, they're eating babies. And I know that sounds crazy to y'all, but it's real. They actually eat babies, and the government is covering it up right now. I wrote a song about it to remind y'all that we're living in a giant universe
Thank
created
God for
by
people like
God
him, man.
himself. But nonetheless, we're still here, trapped, paying taxes to pedophiles.
Yes, I love this dude.
Hit it. How long's the clip, John?
The 5 minute.
Hit it. I'm gonna step out for a brief
Of the
second.
Milky Way's arm, there's a hardworking man
working hard on his farm. The so-called stars, how they play their games. But there's a dark little secret that's calling their names. Epstein's Island, hidden away from our view, where the powerful gather, doing what they do. On the spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy,
Oh yeah, dude.
there's a parasite sucking the blood of humanity.
Fuck, man.
No
Dude.
one knows when it started.
Hell,
but
be
sure
the
been a
Victoria's Secret thing in the
while.
background.
We're out in deep space, paying taxes to pedophiles.
Dude, I love this guy.
Government meetings.
I'm gonna get them all, man.
To control
He's
the
going up
mind.
the escalator, dude. This is
But we've lost ours now.
spin a
That's
music
my
video.
top
Hell
three.
sure in a fight.
Yeah, dude. Get him.
Paid no mind. Just keep on the grind.
Maybe he could like play a song live
Working
on.
man's blues,
Good.
paying taxes to pedophiles. From the ranches of New Mexico
That's all I say to
to
people
the
at the
halls of the
restaurant now.
crown. The waves spinning wider.
When do we stop?
Pulling us down. The truckers on the highway, the miners in the hole, paying for the parties where they sell off their souls. So here's to the fathers, the sons and the kin, breaking their backs just to let the crooks win. Epstein's gone quiet, but the story ain't done. The Lolita's still flying.
And these are some great
under the
lyrics, man.
sun. Prince and the Pauper, Savage Dark Red, Clone and its Oro, where the
Jesus.
nightmare begins.
Those are some Cappy lyrics, man.
He's hitting all the
Man
points.
wonders as he stares at the sky.
We gotta talk
Why
about
his hard-earned dollars helping monsters get by. On the spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy,
Wow.
there's a parasite sucking the blood of humanity.
Just pointing at people.
No
This is
one knows
amazing.
when it started,
It's
but
amazing,
it's
dude.
sure been a while. We're out in deep space.
They're like, yep. I mean, he's really not being that much of an issue, but I love that he got him.
Rise up and fight.
Imagine how bad these rent-a-cops feel. They probably know themselves and don't want to do it. Look at the look on that guy's face.
He's texting his wife. He's like, I cannot bust this guy. So go put on Twitter right now. Oh man, hell yeah. Oh, I love that old guy walking by at the end. That was perfect.
If that doesn't pump you the hell up, nothing will.
I always appreciate people that get on the streets and actually do some shit like that, you know?
Oh, man. On this page. That's on me, dog. There it is.
Give him a little look. Scroll it.
Boom, boom. Yeah, I remember seeing him on InfoWars, that's for sure, but he's not a fan of him anymore.
I know he questions it a lot. I don't know if Alex still has him on or whatnot.
But that doesn't doesn't seeing stuff like that just warm you up inside. Like the conversation is healing, the universe is healing, and we just have to keep going. Like some days it feels like we're losing, but we're not.
I like certain people's approach, man, and his approach is good. Like that the Jake, what is it, Jake Lang?
Yeah, that's not. You gotta lead with love.
That's
and
over
he,
the top.
He didn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a wild man. I don't know if he's a paid provocateur. That's what everyone believes, but I don't know. He's a wild man, that dude. But did you guys see Guy Fieri did the diners, drives, and
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it was called, that comic ping pong pizza?
Bring that thing up
Yeah,
on
I saw
bring
that.
that thing up on the Cappy page.
I'm on it.
I don't know how I didn't see this. So maybe I did a long time ago and just forgot about it, but I saw it this morning.
I didn't know this was a thing
someone
until
else-
you shared it with us this morning.
Yeah, he's with Elefantas and everything.
Running out of crazy places to shoot. Here we are in Northwest Washington, D.C. to visit a joint that's serving up ping pong and pizza. This is Comet Ping Pong.
Softy coming out, soft shell crab pizza. That's your first, man.
Pizza looks like shit.
My owner, James
It does.
Alphonse,
2 pies for 25.
who's been in the biz since he was 15.
I grew up like baking.
Well, when it's a front.
So of course it
There he is. That's Elefantas.
Elefantis himself.
Man, I gotta see the whole episode. Fuck.
You think that's been scrubbed from the archives, or do we think,
Probably.
or do they think that the Goyim doesn't know yet? It's okay to still
I'm
show.
gonna look on YouTube. Diners.
Why are chefs always involved?
Well, because someone's got to make the beef jerky.
Someone's got to carve it up, right?
Someone's got to carve it up. We got to have the butchers. We got to have it's what's good for the goy is good for the gander.
I mean, I've heard. Yeah, man. Yeah, Bourdain. I mean,
Oh, poor guy. Yeah, there's nothing on YouTube saying that this episode exists.
So did you guys
Yeah,
hear?
no.
So
Oh,
did
it's
you guys?
real.
So did you guys hear that there was a
Oh,
Pokemon?
yeah, I know it's real.
Did you guys hear that there was actually a Pokemon Go stop on Little St. James?
I did.
I've been waiting for a long time to be able
Pokemon
to. I've been waiting for a long time to be able to get this guy involved in our show because me and John watch him quite a bit. John, bust out number 14 to move the discussion back to more depravity because that's what we need,
yeah.
right?
This guy's a monster online, dude. We want to get on his show, but he doesn't have people on his show. Oh wait, who are we talking about? Drama Alert or Asmongold?
Asmongold.
Oh yeah.
So we could actually. Does this mean Pokemon Go can do their own Epstein files of all the accounts that interacted with this Pokestop? So we could actually go and say anybody who's interacted with these Pokemon Go Pokestop on Little St. James Island. I mean, these are the people that were on the island, right? I mean, absolutely. We've had the Epstein files. Now we need the.
So, I would like to be the one on this show first to publicly call for the corporation behind Pokemon. Let's release that Pokestop data right now. You got it. We want it. Send it out or risk your company's name being run through the mud even further than it already is. Release the damn data. Release the damn data.
What do you think? Do you think, like, kids were going to the island?
No, I think that Pokemon
They kept
Go
them occupied.
Yeah, and
over there?
and also, how do we know there isn't back end access for these horrible people to be able to see where the kids are lining up at these Pokestops? And who's to think that there weren't tons
these,
of
like,
kidnapped?
random like, parks and shit they could get picked up at? Yeah.
You know,
Well-
who's to say a 12-year-old kid doesn't sneak out of their house at night and go to play Pokemon Go and there's
We do know they were using video games for this kind of shit. I believe that is verified in the Epstein files, like Roblox and some other shit they were talking about, avenues,
Sure,
how
I'll
to
get
groom kids.
Oh, microtransactions across games in general.
It's,
Where you buy
they
the
were
game and then
laundering
inside
money.
the game they get you like hooked
Yeah, they
on.
were laundering money through that shit, dude.
If
So
you go
crazy.
Probably. Oh my
if
god.
you go back
absolutely.
about 3-4 episodes, we got a segment on the microtransactions and how them themselves were found within, of course, of all places, the Epstein files. Every horrible thing in this world goes back to Jeffrey Epstein somehow. But I think it's time we review another clip from Dave's best friend, Steve Bannon. How about number 12?
About the, we'll get to that in a second. Talk to me about the
organ harvesting programs.
Talk to me about the, we'll get to that in a second.
We'll
Talk to
get
me
there,
about the demand. If it's so organized on the trafficking of these children,
yeah,
in for either sex or for, and eventually organ harvesting, you can't just have that demand unless somehow that's organized also.
100%. I believe. Okay, so the agents that I've spoken to. All right, here's the deal. For a barrel of oil, $77. For a barrel of body parts and what's going to be adrenochrome, all the plumes that are in the woman's mother's wombs, that goes into a plastic barrel. And that's $77,000. Now that gets sent into these biolabs.
Barrel oil,
$77. $77,000 for a barrel of body parts of children, blood, all of that goes to these biolabs. And then now go to Victoria Nuland's testimony.
The biolabs, you're talking about the biolabs in Ukraine.
Correct.
What? How? Can
and wherever else those places are. So yes.
Walk through the supply chain of the supply into the biolabs. What do they take?
As far as I can't give you the molecular structure. I can give you
what's the input of the body parts?
Everything, all the waste, all the body waste, all of that. That's what they told me.
Which has the stimulant in it.
Yes, that's one way of getting it. It's probably not the ultimate way, but it's probably a Diet Coke.
Who's organizing
that?
I would have to say definitely that has to be in the 3-letter agencies.
So your contention. Who
was involved in that?
I'm saying this.
Yeah, probably.
You say there's smoke, there's fire. Okay, so if I say to a media person, 2 + what = 5, and I say 3, and the media will immediately say, how do you know? Did you see a 3? That's what it's like. Oregon.
Jesus Murphy, Rick.
Yeah, Bannon, I mean, Caviezel's a Mason, Illuminati actor. I mean, he's got all the one-eye symbolism everywhere. I don't trust Jim Caviezel at all. I don't trust any Hollywood actor, that's for sure. I mean, they're all snakes, especially if they made it this long and without being outed or ostracized. But anyway,
so how disgusting
Bannon's
is Steve Bannon for sitting there and hearing all of this when he knows damn well about every bit of it and he participates? He participates himself, but he's sitting there and acting like this is a surprise because they're just giving us that little crumb we talk about all the time.
So, Sean, that's a white hat you're talking about.
Well,
like, come on, man.
Yeah, and I'm still here. I can't believe I'm still on this show with you right now after you ran Liz Crokin through the mud. How could you do that, Dave?
She ran herself through the mud, dude. I didn't have to do anything.
Well, you know, we're sitting here and you're like, she called you a pussy for not showing your face. Dave, what's this on the screen right now?
That's my face, Liz.
That's right
here.
That's right, bitch. That's right, bitch. Shut up.
You gonna call Dan Bongino on me?
2 a.m. Sean. It's funny.
And not that it matters, but during the last video break, I grabbed myself another cup of coffee. So things are gonna get even worse, guys. Things are gonna get.
I need a shot.
Things are gonna get.
I mean, we're rolling here, and we got a bunch of videos to still watch. So.
All right, let me get a shot of coffee for fucking Christ's sakes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's pull up one that Dave probably won't give 2 shits about. The Tim McVeigh one, maybe.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a bit.
Yeah,
Dave, go get your.
I've seen that one plenty of times. I got an opinion on that already, so go ahead and play that.
Let me know when you got her loaded up.
Oh, it's loaded. Sorry. I mean,
when I saw this, I can't wait to hear what Dave has to say about it. But when I saw this, I'm like, are you kidding me?
It's like Beto O'Rourke too, a clone, a bunch of clones. Maybe it's just a bunch of clones instead of like it being him. So there's that theory too. Oh, the stupid ass music! I should have just turned that down to begin with. I'll play that until he gets back, maybe on mute, and we can just kind of Dude, remember this? Well, how old were we? When was this?
We
95?
were 10 years old when this took place, and I just remember it taking over everything for about a month after it happened. I remember being home watching it on CNN at the time.
I remember thinking that none of this. there was no. No.
And I remember just making comments about it all as a kid, and like looking back on the things that I was thinking in my head when I was that age. Like the first question that came up in my head at the time was, how do they already have this super fancy logo and this whole decked out broadcast prepared? This bomb went off 20 minutes ago. Are you kidding me? Like,
I wasn't even thinking that, but yeah.
I mean, that was literally the first thing I said to myself when I was a kid, and I started to get sick of the news early when I was a kid, because I'm like, everything's always a big production. There's always like 17 logos relating to it. There's no way that this stuff isn't planned. There's no way they don't know ahead of time that this is going to be going down at this time, and we have to be ready to pivot. They got the satellite trucks already in the neighborhood somehow. Like,
yep.
Like,
what do you think, Dave?
How deep do you want to go? Is Dave back yet? He was going to get a sip of coffee. He made it
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. I think there's just a lot of fools that look like that.
You think it's a clone,
I mean,
a bot
I'm
clone?
into clones. I'm into cloning. I believe in all that stuff, and the Epstein files fucking even give it more credence. But I just think that one's a little far fetched. That just looks like a dude that kind of looks like him. But McVeigh was definitely a puppet. This was some sort of job that was not done by Timothy McVeigh. He could have been involved.
So
maybe.
that's not the same
But
guy,
I-
Dave.
My history teacher in high school
Man.
dated his sister.
Pendleton Zone, Western New York.
You resizing over there.
No, that's not John. That's the video.
I'm not doing shit.
This video's on loop.
I don't
have
know,
it in
dude.
me to dig into
Who
Timothy
am I to
McVeigh
say?
at this
I
point.
could be fucking wrong. I could
Well, I
be
believe
wrong.
all
Who
those
knows?
big
Who knows?
I believe all those big events are some kind of inside
He
bullshit.
came.
not
He
the
came
right,
from like
real
close
story.
to our hometown. This dude.
Pendleton. He's
Yeah, that's what I'm
he
saying,
went
my-
to
my-
Star Point. He went to Star
My
Point,
history
which is very
teacher
close.
went out with his sister.
So
That's what I'm saying. He existed.
And there's a ton of questions surrounding, the Oklahoma City bombing, because Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton were about to be indicted on the Whitewater stuff, and magically tons of documents relating to Whitewater were destroyed in that bombing. Things that make you go,
Yeah. What
said-
else was in that building, man? I mean, geez, I can only imagine they probably had a whole bunch of just like the trade tower number 7.
Yeah, if you look back, it seems like they were on a pace at doing stuff every 2 years, because 2 years after this was the boat bombing that they blamed on Al Qaeda, and then 2 years after that, or 2 years before this, was the first bombing at WTC, and then you got this, and then you got the bombing of the boat allegedly done by Al Qaeda, and then the coup de grace, 9/11 itself, where they finally did what they wanted to do in '93, brought the towers down.
Think about how much easier it was for them to pull off these psyops without the internet. But at the same time, like, they're able to juice the psyops up because of the
Be a
internet.
bunch of bullshit
Because
too.
you got people like, yeah. So it's a double-sided thing there. But yeah. Imagine how easy it was to pull this shit off, like before people could mass communicate so easily.
Well, it's crazy
And
because
share
they
information.
haven't even figured out that the old methods don't work anymore, and they still try to trot them out.
They get deep. It's like deeper psychological warfare, and that's why I suspect guys like General Flynn are possibly involved in that kind of stuff, and the military, not even just strictly him, just the whole military in general. I'm sure I know they have a whole wing dedicated to that. I mean, God bless our soldiers, but I know that there's a wing that's dedicated to, monitoring the people and performing experiments on them. How else would you know what would happen to these wild weaponries that they come up with, unless you're experimenting them on people?
No, and And I'm glad you're showing that. Howard Lucknick is a pile of crap. Every time, play the sound on that, please. I was gonna literally ask for this clip, and I was turning my head, and you had it up.
God, he makes me sick.
I don't know. I could ask you that question. I don't know of it.
I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. I think really only
Oh my God.
pretty bad people, including fake news, want to think something like that. But credible information, let them give it. Anything that's
Why do the Epstein files show you coordinating a meeting and planning a visit with Jeffrey Epstein on his private island in December 2012?
I met Jeffrey Epstein when I moved to a house next door to him in New York.
Did you in fact make the visit to Jeffrey Epstein's private island?
I did have lunch with him on the island.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, and if that doesn't make you angry enough, number 20 might enhance your anger a little bit. So bring it up.
Ludnick's one of the worst.
An investigation has found that the DOJ has released 2% of the material the FBI seized from Epstein's properties. The report says Epstein's electronic devices, including computers, hard drives, and servers, are largely missing from the files made public. Of
course, think about it.
It concludes that the 3 million and even 6 million figures shared with the public represent only a fraction of what the authorities actually possess. Probably.
Right. I mean, he was running a blackmail operation. Of course, he's got so much information. We got these fucking rinky-dink emails that we got to piece together and code together, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Of the Epstein material obtained by investigators.
Did you
He
watch
was a
this as a
blackmailer.
relevant video?
Let's hear it.
Because these raids on Epstein's properties, his Florida mansion in 2005, and his fancy New York townhouse and sprawling luxury
Remember they showed all the
island in
tapes and stuff they were
2019,
seizing?
saw dozens
Yeah.
of devices, computers, hard
Pam
drives,
Bondi
and
said she had
servers
hard
There you
drives
go,
and
right
hard
here,
drives
all
of
this
video.
shit.
and brought
All this
to
stuff.
FBI
All this
offices
stuff.
for examination.
Yep.
Now,
There's that
emails
Masonic floor.
examined by Channel 4 News show
Yeah, we were looking at like
investigators
3D
discussing
models of
those
that the
very
other night.
devices.
Yeah.
From the earliest stages, investigators were talking about Epstein's data totaling many, many times what has so far been released. In June 2020, one wrote, "We
Oh.
expect the data to be somewhere around 20 to 40 terabytes," noting that the total capacity of the devices was up to 50 terabytes. Then as
Dude.
recently as last year, long after the investigations
so
into Epstein
much.
and his associates had ended, the figures quoted remained
That's
massive.
just at the
We're
one
looking
house
at a
or
total
one-
of
one
approximately
or two houses.
14.6 terabytes of archived data, said
You don't
another
think you
email.
think you had it all in
To
one
put that in
place?
context, it is almost
I mean, for
15,000
comparative
gigabytes.
purposes,
But
John,
now, a year
our
on
entire
from
video
that,
production
the total
career
data
amounts to
released
7 terabytes
claimed
of
to be
video.
some 300 gigabytes, accounts for
Wow.
just 2% of the total Epstein data that officials were discussing just last year.
And that's 3-4 hours every weekend over like 4-5 year period.
Yep, and all kinds of other stuff mixed in with it too. And that's 7 terabytes,
they've
and
given us-
that's highly condensed video too. That's
They've given us these breadcrumbs, and we're able to put together a demonic, satanic cabal that's running the world just with these breadcrumbs they've dropped us. 2-3% is what they said. Imagine what the whole fucking thing, or even 10% of it, would do. Oh my god, it would bring the whole world to a freaking halt, and I think everyone would get ousted out of office. And everywhere across the world, there's probably so many webs that it's just, and the darkness of it all too is probably unimaginable. I mean, they did admit that they're sitting on snuff films. So I mean, it's as dark
Dave.
as you get.
Hey, Dave and John. You know what happens. You know what happens when the government's got something for you, because we've dug too deep here, and I'm going to encourage that we all pay attention to video number 23, and just be careful. You got to make sure that you're doing your part to be with the official narrative. You just got to make sure you're doing your
hell
part.
yeah.
You just got to make sure.
Chupacabra?
Do your part. Yeah, Tupacabra's the man, and that's why I wanted to include this. It's great. So make this video big, and let's. This is what you got to be careful.
Prison time. Clowns.
Idiots who think that they can do their own research.
Don't do any of your own research.
Dude, I remember
Research
this.
is associated with conspiracy theory circles. This go-it-alone approach, doing your own research, that can have serious consequences. You should get prison time for even questioning the vaccines.
Can we all stop saying, I need to do my own research?
That phrase, do your own research, 4 words. 4 little words that are hurting America. Doing your own research hurts America. Everybody has a supercomputer in their hand that empowers them to do their own research, and that's the problem. You must not do your own research.
I need to do my own research.
I don't understand what that means. I'm doing my own research. You can't do your own research unless you're a scientist. Do your own research.
Maybe you've told yourself you're playing it safe. You just want to wait and see since this is a new vaccine.
Oh, this might be somebody else who made this.
Up and get the vaccine.
Unvaccinated people.
Unbelievable.
Get the vaccine, you dopes.
Don't be a get yourself vaccinated. That's just all there
Yeah,
is
the
to it.
talking
There's no
point
excuse.
is
No
fucking
excuse for
insane.
being unvaccinated.
There's no rational and no emotional argument that adds up against getting
Marching
your damn shot. It
orders.
just isn't.
We want to make sure that people can discern the truth from the misinformation. And we want to
Yeah,
make
they're
sure
really
that
great at
everyone
that.
understands that no one's safe till everyone's safe.
No one is safe.
No one is safe.
No one is safe. No one is safe.
This drives me insane.
No one is safe.
Nobody is safe.
This is a post 9/11 axiom: safer but not yet safe.
No one is safe.
Safer,
No one is
but
safe.
not yet
No one is
safe.
safe.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, what a way to end it with Tony Blair of all people.
No one is safe until everyone is safe. Get the fuck
One of the masterminds of rebuilding.
Isaac's
Oh
Army.
my God.
Isaac's Army. The moral of the story is, dude, guys, don't do your own research. You're evil when you do it. You're stupid. You're a goyim. You shouldn't be
fucking
learning this
retard.
stuff. Don't learn it. You're a bunch of morons.
I knew I
Right.
missed this part when I walked away. I have this idiot.
Approach, doing your own research, that can have serious consequences.
If it's no Stelter believes if you do your
what's-
own research, you're gonna have serious consequences.
What's the over/under on if this pile of crap even has pants on for this?
Is this like
Oh
during
man,
COVID?
I don't
Definitely
want.
not.
Why do you even have to put that thought in my head and the audience head, dude? That's
Come on,
just
I know.
disturbing.
Brian Stelter.
What is it? It is 2:05.
I have reliable sources. Trust me. Trust me. I'm Brian Stelter. I got fired and rehired and fired and
I get
rehired.
the chills. You know what he's got, dude?
like Marge
He's got the
Simpson.
classic pedo teeth. You guys know what
Yeah,
pedo
he
teeth are?
Yeah,
Those
baby
little
teeth.
tiny, like, yeah.
Alan Dershowitz has them.
The Are We Sure show always asks how
I
you
think
how you supposed to eat with those
pedovore-
teeth.
Pedovore teeth.
Well, you gotta be able to grind
I
up
don't-
the fine feces
I wish
from
you could search
intestines.
my page. I used to have it up there, but I had a lot of examples.
I'm
There's
just on like,
tons of
Twitter
examples in
searching.
Washington. That one journalist, that Wolf guy, that you know what I'm talking about?
Wolf Blitzer.
Michael Wolf.
Oh,
No, Michael Wolf, the journalist that does Trump's things and shit. But he's got the pedo teeth. Hunter Biden's got the pedo teeth. Stelter's got the pedo teeth. Man, the pedo teeth are crazy.
look at Hillary's pedo teeth.
Pedo tongue. Pedo tongue.
Yeah, pedo teeth look like fucking.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Good Jesus. Yeah, he's got pedo teeth. Go to like Michael Wolf, dude. He's got a disgusting smile.
Michael
Just
Wolf
know, because
teeth.
he was boys with Epstein. He was very tight with Epstein, as we know. Oh man,
Oh, shit.
this isn't him, but man, those top two.
Well, I
I
don't
think
even...
that's his name. It might be better just like Google image it.
Just Michael Wolf.
Yeah,
Says-
the author. You never heard of him? He's written
No.
all those books about Trump. Trump's
Oh,
ranted
two
about
Fs.
him millions of times.
Bald guy with glasses?
Yeah. Try and get him smiling.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't like to show his teeth on Google.
Why? Because people like assholes like us will say he's got pedo teeth. Oh boy.
We'll zoom in on that one. You'll see him. And then get Dersh up next, and then get
Well, here's
Hunter Biden up next.
Here's the other thing I want to see is Michael Wolff's left eye dead?
Yes.
It sure is. It sure is.
The answer, yes.
They're like,
Yeah,
no, the left eye is absolutely dead. Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, we have to have the dead eye theory episode.
The thing about the pedo teeth that's very bizarre is like we're talking about millionaires here that could easily fix their teeth to look very good. Easily. Like a couple $1,000 out the door and they got fucking brand new teeth. But they choose to have these pedivore teeth.
That's maybe it's how they
And they
identify
sport 'em
themselves
like
in public.
fucking
They smile at each other and then they
trophies.
know.
Oh my god.
Hey, look into my dead eye and
Real
check
life
out my pedo
monsters.
teeth. Let's be friends.
Real life
Ugh.
monsters, bro. I mean, he's in the Epstein files like
We doing?
crazy talking to Jeffrey, dude. They were
Hey.
talking about how to, like, they were best buds.
Well, let's continue with this ridiculousness. Lots
Yo,
of
did we
lies
do
have been told.
15 yet?
What's
Sorry.
number 15? No,
But you can
you can
go
you
do
can,
what you're doing. You can continue your path. I was just wondering.
no,
It's been
and
a
we're
long night.
no, and I think we should get to it. Actually, no, go to number 36 first, and then we'll show that other thing afterwards. Dave will dig into this one real deep.
Hackers have hacked the Freemasons database. What they discovered deeply shocked. They hold the complete world plan from 1950 to 2050. All right, let's see it.
Starter at the beginning.
Oh. Back in 30 seconds.
I'm not getting any volume on this one. I hopefully the crowd is.
There's no words. It's just the music.
Oh, okay.
Dude. Let's go deeper. Spiritual level shit, man.
I know.
Mixed with the bloodline crap.
I get so sidetracked, but did you guys see the Ghislaine fucking clone?
No.
Oh man, search that real quick, bro. It'll pop up. It's everywhere right now. The person that appeared in court is
Oh,
not Ghislaine Maxwell.
this almost made the list, but I didn't put it on there. I was showing this in my feed earlier, and then the wife sent it to me too while I was on my gathering mission. I guess I apologize for not including it. But Dave, I need you to comment on this because you're such a fan of the Freemasons.
This video here?
Yeah, you love the Freemasons. What do you think about what you just watched, dude?
The hackers have hacked the Freemason database.
Sure do, sure. See, for me, I didn't get a whole lot. I was a little distracted during that one. I'm not gonna lie, Sean.
It's just
I couldn't
basically
hear anything. So
just basically 13 legitimate science lies that are told over and over again by the Freemasons that shape all this bullshit we're forced to report on.
Oh, I mean yeah. If you study the Freemasons and how they operate, that's par for the course for them. Absolutely, that's what they do. They're the kings of deception. So yeah, this was interesting. This is like I don't know if it's AI altered. I hope it's not. We're not giving you AI slop here, but we need to get another picture of her in the courtroom or something because apparently this is the Ghislaine that showed up. Go ahead and roll the video.
Time for the rabbit hole.
There is no way this is Ghislaine Maxwell. This is the most recent photo
this
of
girl
her
again. She
released
makes
on
good
Monday,
videos.
February 9th, 2026.
We gotta start
when you do a
shouting these people
side-by-side
out.
comparison, the noses
I
don't
didn't know who it is,
and
but
either
yeah.
do the eyes.
Me neither.
Looks like they've got the body double fitted with a cheap Amazon wig. When have we seen this before? Not only that, but the Friday before this picture was taken,
fuck.
New York
Is that
Post
real?
conveniently got footage of Ghislaine Maxwell walking the yard in prison. And what do you know?
Prison.
They are now handing out
An umbrella?
umbrellas in jail. You know, to make
What?
sure her skin doesn't get damaged, or maybe so
A sun
we
umbrella.
don't see her face.
Hmm.
The question now is, did
Sounds
she
like
ever
a nice
actually
vacation
go to
place.
prison? She may have taken these photos in 2020, but the video from that same day seems to be somebody entirely different. So,
There's no
what
way
do you
that's
think?
her.
Did Ghislaine's
In that
appearance
bed.
completely change
No
in the
chance.
last 6 years since she's been in prison, or did they swap her out?
There's no chance that person
How
in
long
that
she been in
bed was
prison?
Ghislaine Maxwell. There's no chance.
There is no
How
way
long has she been in prison?
A
this
year or
6 years
two?
now?
Has it been that long?
I feel like it
Feels
was.
like a
I
couple
feel like
years.
it was like 2020. She got,
Oh wow.
and it was
A
a big
year right
story
after?
because they were looking for her, and she was like a fugitive for a while, but she was just at her ranch in Connecticut, being
Well-
hidden by people.
Remember she made that weird appearance at In-N-Out Burger with that book?
The eyes, man.
These are
Yeah.
not the same people, but that
Yeah.
left eye is definitely dead on the 2013 photo. But the left eye is alive
Yeah.
in the new ones.
Sure is. Sure is. Look at that. That is fucking weird. I mean,
Is
yeah.
that why? Is that why?
Exactly.
Is that why TLC had Left Eye Lopez?
I wonder what that was. And then she's got killed in like another
Maybe.
country.
So yeah, she got died in a car crash or a plane crash.
She was saying a bunch of stuff, and then the one TLC still kind of spreading it. But man, yeah, I don't know who the person is. Like her name doesn't
Interesting.
pop up to do it. Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
That is. That's
What else?
wacky.
Anything
That
on my
picture's
feed?
cool.
Let me see if there's anything
I
new
got.
on my feed. that's
I got
popped
some
up.
more Maxwell stuff, John. Bring up number 27.
You got Elon Musk 1 minute ago responding about himself in the Epstein files. He says, if I had ever been there, Epstein would have bragged about it endlessly and used my visit as a means of getting others to go, like he did when Reid Hoffman went. He just tweeted this 1 minute ago.
So it's basically Musk versus Hoffman. But Dave, check
Yeah,
this
they're
out.
going at each other.
Check this out, dude.
What is this? Maxwell is talking to a redacted person while bringing kids in buses to the desert. 100 screaming children in the desert is an overpowering sound. The conspirators will try to convince you that they weren't torturing Goy children in the desert. Here we go. All right. Hey, kids, I think I totally missed that the Winter Olympics are going on. The curse of redacted. I still don't know if the Winter Olympics happened. This is the redacted has for the season. I was planted in the presidential suite overseeing food supply and watching 4 weddings and a funeral on a very small old flat screen. If you ask me, the presidential suite was not very presidential. After 10 hours in the suite, I thought I was going to get cabin fever. None of us knew what 100 screaming kids would look like, but now we know. My colleagues say that now they finally know the only thing that can overpower my voice, 100 screaming kids. Redacted. We almost lost a kid this time. Coming back from the redacted late at night, a kid needed to do some personal business, and the bus stopped in the desert. The kid got out and went to a ditch. The bus took off. Luckily, a bus behind stopped. That would just not have looked good on the front page of New York Times. The acceptance rate would not be 100% as it currently is. Attached pic, very typical for the redacted. I hope you're all well. Jesus. Dude, this is getting more effed up by the fucking...
Everything you click is like 10% worse than the previous thing you clicked. And this has just been a trend over every single day for the past weeks. And it's all heavy. It's all heavy. It's all heavy. And it goes so deep. So deep. And
they almost lost a kid, man. So what does that mean? The kid tried to make a run for it, you think?
That's exactly what they're talking about. That's exactly what they're talking about. And the kids that didn't make a run for it may or may not have become part of number 15, John.
15, you say?
Man, that's so fucked up.
Number 15. I'm just going to continue to demoralize you bastards until you're so demoralized you can't even remoralize.
Oh, God. What's this? 4 minutes. All right.
Cenomix. Okay? Cenomix is a transnational company that creates flavor enhancement for products for transnational companies like Pepsi, Kraft, Nestle, Campbell.
Oh, God.
And what they've been doing is that they grabbed kidney cells from human aborted fetuses. So they grabbed these kidney cell lines, las células sanguíneas de los riñones de bebés abortados, and in laboratory they replicate these cells and they put them in all your products. Lo ponen los productos. What products are we talking about? Well, we're talking about your Gatorade.
I don't drink that shit.
Aborted babies. Yes, seriously.
Sean.
Who's been saying this?
I wish I could say the same.
They taste so good, don't they? Pepsi products.
Oh.
All right? Tropicana juices, Dasani water.
Who's saying this, you're saying? You're asking?
Putin's been saying this for a while. That they're feeding his bodies.
And tell them that we're going to participate in their insane ritual.
Further details on Cenomix and its new sweet enhancing ingredients. And Chris, were you able to find out how the sweet mix additive actually works?
So Cenomix wouldn't actually talk to me for this story, but from what I've found from other scientists I talked to is that it basically, the ingredient interacts with the taste receptors on the tongue. And what it essentially does is it tricks the brain into thinking that there's actually more sugar than the amount of sugar that's actually in the food.
So since this would lower the calorie consumption of soft drinks, making them taste sweeter with less sugar in them, why are some scientists concerned about the health impact?
So the main concern is obviously you would want to have any new ingredient kind of vetted really well before it goes into food. And the main concern is that the FDA actually didn't review this for safety. And it doesn't have to be, because there's a loophole in a 57-year-old law, which basically allows companies to have their ingredients reviewed by an industry trade group. And in this case, what happens is a company like Cenomix and other flavor companies will go to the trade group that represents the flavor industry. It's called the Flavor and Extract Manufacturers Association. And they have a panel of experts that review the safety of these ingredients. But critics of this loophole basically say that companies like Cenomix are exploiting it and that the FDA should be reviewing these.
And what did that group find?
So there's a consumer group called the Center for Science and the Public
I don't
Interest,
need any of
based
that.
in Washington, D.C. And what they did is they took a look to see if at 4 sweetness enhancing ingredients from Cenomix, including this latest one, and they wanted to see what studies were done. And what they found is that some studies that are recommended by the FDA weren't completed. and they think that these studies should be done. One study for Sweet Mix actually was a reproduction study to see how it affects reproduction, and they say that these ingredients should be vetted a lot more, and that the federal government should be doing it.
Sure. So what is Sonomics and Pepsi saying about these concerns?
So Sonomics, Pepsi, and the trade group all declined interview requests, but they said in written statements that
Of course they decline requests.
that these were properly reviewed and that they're safe, and that the industry also says for a lot of these that these are used in very small amounts and the risk is very little.
Now, will this new ingredient actually be labeled like aspartame or any other artificial sweetener?
So no, actually it's going to be artificial flavors. So it's not going to be listed like aspartame and other ingredients are actually individually on the food label.
So it'll just be lumped in. You'll see on the ingredients.
It'll just say artificial flavors, and it'll be under there.
When is Pepsi going to start selling this enhanced drink?
Yeah, that's all good.
Additive?
Sure. So it's coming to store shelves this fall. It's going to be in 2 products to start. It's going to be in mug root beer in 2 test markets in Denver and Philadelphia, and then another drink called Manzanita Soul, which is they're going to put that in all the Manzanita Souls all across the country. It's mainly sold in the Southwest.
Oh. So.
Yeah. So not only are the elites eating humans, I guess we are too, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. That just doesn't shit like that take just the wind out of your sails? Where do you go? Where do you go from here?
How do you beat it? You know, it is very demoralizing. I always like to hear some positivity, but man, it's tough when you're up against a machine that owns our food supply, you know, picks our leaders, and has their own secret societies where they control everything, and they can handpick the next person up, and all these different power grabs they can do. It's a tough machine to beat. So I don't know.
It goes super deep too.
think?
It's super deep. John, bring up number 28 and just show the people how deep it really goes. And when you see this diagram and you're like, holy shit, we really are just right here. It's all connected. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Mute the sound. We don't need the sound.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I saw this thing and I was zooming or scanning around it. It's pretty wild. Yep. Anunnaki, Enoch. Look at that secret space program. My God.
And we're only growing. This looks like something Seven Seas made.
Jesus.
Solar Flash, Saturn, Dark.
Yeah, that great solar flash is probably like the one thing that scares me the most about the entire thing, because we keep hearing stories about how a great solar flash could wipe out everything. An EMP could take down the grid, this, that, the other. Like, is that what's next? When they run out of options, is that what they do? Do they bring down the grid so all information ceases being shared?
And look, they're trying it in segments throughout the country in the past few years.
And what better way?
Well, I've lived it in third world country in Ecuador. When I lived there for a while, they had rolling blackouts, and you wouldn't be able to use electricity for half the day, or sometimes like more than half the day, or a day at a time. So I mean, they're at least test running it in other countries.
Look at that. That's wild. I saved this, so if we ever need to bring it up, that's a pretty cool poster.
Just look at some of the hits, like right in the middle of that. Like,
Maldoc, Mars, Ancient War, Asteroid Belt, Free Energy, Portal System, The Cosmic Web, David Wilcock. David Wilcock.
Hey, we know who stole the free energy and made sure that it didn't become a reality?
Dude.
Fred Trump.
John Trump. John Trump, grandfather of Donald J. Trump.
John Trump.
Dude, David Wilcock is the guy that came into my restaurant, isn't that?
Yeah, it is.
Didn't we talk? Didn't we bring that picture up?
You keep bringing the picture up all the time when we're together.
Dude.
And then he was with the
Mandela
alien.
effect. Dude, I probably just walked by him that one, because I was walking to work and him and that alien, self-acclaimed alien, They just walked by me, and I was like, oh, I walked in the restaurant, and I just immediately go, what the fuck? What just happened? What was that? And I was like, I know that guy. And then I walked in, and the waitress was like, I just met an alien. I met an alien. I took a picture with an alien. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Where did Wilcox come from?
No, man.
I've seen
Optimal
clips of him like
timeline
talking
Mary.
about the cabal and shit, but where did David Wilcox come from?
I saw him on I heard him on Coast to Coast at one point in life, I feel, or maybe he was on InfoWars.
But
Remember, I posted like a video of him a long time ago, and the comments were pretty brutal. They were like, "Oh, this guy's a fraud. Why are you posting this guy? This guy's a fraud."
When
I
did
don't
they
know
come?
why.
When
I
did
just
they come into
remember.
your restaurant, John?
2020.
You were quite active online. Maybe they wanted to see somebody who was posting this stuff in person, and maybe that's why
wasn't
you
even
felt
there,
that
though.
way. Yeah, I thought you
They
said
would
you
know
walked.
my schedule then.
I thought you said you walked by him and you got sick.
I didn't get
Well, he had
sick.
the presence.
I
He
just had
was
a
in the
weird.
presence of an alien.
I just had this weird feeling, and then I remembered I've seen this guy before, and then I walked in the restaurant. I didn't feel sick. I just had this feeling over me, like some weird energy.
Speaking of weird energies, number 18. That's the next set of weird energies that we'll go over right here, and we'll go back to Dave's bread and butter, the Freemasons.
What number?
Number
18.
Yeah.
Got here.
Oh yeah.
Started from the beginning.
yeah.
Yeah, the symbolism.
They're all in the club.
Hey, turn the volume up.
It's just music.
Oh, okay.
Shows meanings.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of these symbols.
Nickelodeon means I don't care about God.
I didn't know that one. This is the first time I've seen that one.
Holy shit. Monster, yep.
We all know that the M is really 666.
6-7.
There we go. Google
Did you
Play,
see
the
that?
seal of Satan.
Oh. Or that wasn't a 7, never mind.
That's the logo.
Oh,
Google
yeah,
Play
Google
sure
Play.
looks like the seal of Satan now, doesn't it? Gmail.
Yep.
What about
The
Gmail?
Masonic Royal Ark apron.
I
Oh
like-
yeah,
yeah,
it
the
looks just like
Mason.
it.
What about
Mason, yeah.
and the Facebook logo and the Google Chrome
And,
logo?
Divine
Oh,
King
yeah.
sign
Seen it.
666.
Yeah, the Chrome
Oh, yeah,
one's fucked.
that's for sure. Oh, Oreo's cancer.
Oreos.
Straight
Yeah.
cancer.
And demonic symbolism all over them.
Oh yeah, man.
No wonder.
And they're always covering
Sign
their
of
right. You
Osiris.
notice they're always covering their right eye, and what eye's always dead.
Yeah, that dead eye.
Is there a specific eye they always cover?
It's always the right. It's always the right
I
eye
should- I
that's got
should
the
know
circle. It's always the right eye that's got the circle around it or something like that. And is America ready to have the conversation about how everybody thinking The Simpsons predicts everything is really just them receiving the script for what's next in the world and them sneaking it out there for everybody to see?
And Matt Groening was on Epstein Island,
Yeah, he was.
wasn't he?
Yeah, the Simpsons. I mean, that guy's been known for a creep for quite a while now, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
He was one of the first people to really get attached with Epstein when Epstein got arrested that second time, like immediately.
And how do
He
they
must have
know?
been really hanging with him.
And how do they know about all these horrible things? And how do they show up in all these episodes that people find later down the road? I mean, I think we know why,
Yeah.
but I think it's a matter of time before the rest of the world knows why. So I think we've just about exhausted our list of links here. We got one left. You guys want to go out on a laugh?
Yeah.
All right.
Might as well.
Yeah, let me see if I got anything real quick. I want to share real quick before we send it to that.
We didn't watch Nixon. We didn't watch Diddy Had a Blood Boy.
Oh, bring up the Blood Boy. Why not? And then
Let's finish this off. We're on a marathon, might as well.
And then we'll hit the Nixon thing too, because I guess that is also very. Oh, this interview's crazy. Here we go.
Yeah, Dave. Oh, I've seen this. Yeah, Dave. If you got anything else, man, why not? Right?
Hold, you were Puffy's blood boy? from 2004 to
Cain
2014.
Velasquez
Don't think I'm
got
stupid,
jailed.
but what's a blood boy?
So
shit.
when somebody parties too hard or isn't living right, they want a fresh blood in their system, right? I didn't drink,
I
smoke
believe
weed, I
this.
didn't eat pork, none of that. Diddy saw me and he was like,
This
yo,
looks like AI.
I got a
Yeah.
job for you. He was like, I want that blood. And I was like, whoa. And he dropped 10 grand on the
That-
table.
10 large.
That's
Yeah,
AI.
he said, I want
Oh, yeah,
your
that
blood
extra
right
was-
now.
So that was a one-off, or you start you
No,
kept
that was the beginning. I'm a universal donor. He thought I was special. He called me his lucky little blood boy. Every like 3 months, he would fly me down to Miami, and this was the crazy part. He never actually wanted me to do it on land. It wasn't legal at that time.
Yeah.
So we would get on a boat, and he would take us to what he would call Oconus, outside of the continent.
Why does this dude always got that Band-Aid under his eye, even in that last clip?
Drain blood. And
He
would
just gave
drain-
blood, bro.
Just drain me, dude. Look at him from 2004 to 2014 and
Facts.
tell me if he aged.
Yeah, facts. And he's aging now that he's in prison. He's not all of a sudden father time.
Caught up with him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For 9 years, the majority of Puffy was made up with my blood. With my blood.
Oh my God.
With my blood.
I mean, dude,
my blood.
they could, I don't know. It could be true.
Uh,
It could be true.
so Richard,
I imagine. Peter Thiel had a company called Ambrosia that basically said what this kid was doing. You know, they were taking people that donated, young people that donated their blood, and when they were circulating it into old people, and they were getting younger. And Peter Thiel was the main financier
JD
of that.
Vance,
And there was some
part of
JD
that?
Vance. JD Vance has some ties to it because he was doing a bunch of startups at the time with Peter Thiel. So it's dark, man. It's a lot. There's rabbit holes and rabbit holes and rabbit holes.
rabbit holes and rabbit
What do we
holes.
got
Want
here?
to talk about rabbit holes?
What's this thing?
Oh man, another one of our blackmailed presidents had the Jewish cabal was out to get him. So surprise.
Nixon was obsessed with David that the Jewish cabal was out to get him. Hey, Jake.
Shout out to Jake. He's appearing at the top of a lot of these things we're sharing tonight, and that means he's getting his word out there, which it needs to be out there.
Yeah.
Needs more though. Look at that. He's getting throttled too. Poor guy.
No, he's spamming because he's posting it like all over. So
Yeah.
they fuck with your reach when you do
There
that.
you go. There you go. Here's the playlist.
What the heck?
Read them. Let's read them off.
Oh,
One,
God.
abolish
Where is
all
this from?
monarchies.
What's this from?
These are the Jewish supremacy protocols. So
From
let's,
where? The Epstein files?
Once fringe,
Nixon
now
Hitler.
mainstream. The Epstein files really revealed a lot. So this is a list put together based on the Epstein files, and let's read it off and let's react to it. All right.
I mean, dude, we're just gonna get pissed off.
Protocol
Go for it.
Protocol number 1: abolish all monarchies. No kings. No kings. Number 2: control all press. Number 3: engineer economic crises. Number 4: corrupt the judiciary. Number 5: destroy religion. Number 6: replace thrones with despots. Number 7: subvert legal systems. Number 8: provoke wars. Number
Which one we need
9:
to go?
centralize power in secret societies. Number 10: manipulate education. Number
I hate
11: control labor unions. Number 12: foster atheism. Number 13: sabotage economies.
Nick.
Number 14: create monopolies, and we're getting hotter. Number 15: undermine family values. Yeah. Number 16: infiltrate governments. Thanks, BB. Number 17: abuse alcohol and vices. Number 18: arrest opponents. Julian Assange. Number 19: re-educate masses. Number 20: establish absolute despotism. 21: starve dissenters. Oh, it's called debanking. 22: turn the world into one state. World Economic Forum. 23: brainwash the masses. The Epstein media machine. 24: crown the Jewish king. So if it's not Bibi Netanyahu, who is said Jewish king?
Whoa. I can hear you twice.
The next one, bro. Well, I mean, they did make that coin to Trump because they believe he's going to usher in the third temple. They have a shekel made after Trump. Have you ever seen that?
No.
The golden shekel. Go look that up, dude. There's actually a picture of him with like King Solomon or some shit.
Well, these are interesting
Like a
quotes.
third
Before
temple.
we shift to that, these are interesting quotes from Nixon through all of this. John, your turn. Read these ones.
Hold on, I'm looking for this shekel too. Okay.
The Trump Israeli coin.
Why do I gotta read this?
All right, I'll do it.
No, you don't have to read it. Just keep it up while we talk over the Nixon stuff. They could read it. I'll bring it up as a bigger image.
Oh, the gist of it is the Jewish cabal is out to get me. I don't know.
Yeah. Nixon privately told the truth about the Jews and planned on removing their control over the U.S. government and the real reason why he was forced out from office. I mean, that's possible.
All right, the Jews are all through the government, and we
Whoa,
have to get in those
I can hear you
areas.
double.
The government is full of Jews. Second, most Jews are disloyal. You can't
It's
trust the bastards. They turn on you.
I'm muting Dave for now.
The Jews are
Okay.
just a very aggressive and abrasive and obnoxious personality. They put the Jewish interest above America's interest, and it's about goddamn time that the Jew in America realize he's an American first and a Jew second.
You're rewriting history.
Source from the tapes. Let's go down further. Let's get the third one. The Jews are
There you
born
go.
spies. You notice how many of them are? They're just up to it in their damn necks. And then last but surely not least, the Jewish cabal is out to get me. Thoughts on that, boys?
You got my
Obviously. It's like, I mean, he put the dots he connected the dots pretty quickly. Trump, on the other hand, decided to like offer his children up to these fucking Jews to get married to him.
The most money AIPAC has ever given to anybody went to Donald J. Trump, and screw this guy that's on the screen right now.
Remember this?
He's one of the reasons why.
Him dancing as a kid for whoever. Remember that? Who was that?
That was wasn't that on Jenny Jones? Or no, it was on Larry King. We played the Larry King segment.
How does Trump
Yeah,
redeem
Larry.
himself, man? Like, does he got to arrest Bibi?
Yeah, and everybody else too, including himself. There's no redeeming this. There's the shekel.
Told you it was real.
It's 2017.
Who's he
yep.
with? Is there any description of it about what it's
That's
on?
Bibi.
What's
That's
on it
Bibi.
and shit?
That's Bibi in
Quite
that picture.
bizarre.
Yet it was Trump who got the golden shekel. It's getting late.
And then there's of course, videos to support all this fat ass Larry Fine, as he was called, voting yes on making sure that everybody doesn't boycott Israel, because that would just be terrible, wouldn't it?
Oh man, I
Sean,
gotta be careful,
Sean has
dude.
turned completely, whether you call it face or heel, depending on how you look at it. Sean has made the turn.
I would just like to say that I am not suicidal. My car is in decent shape. I wouldn't say the shape that all the other rich folks who've been saying these similar things lately have been saying. I know my brakes work, and I should be safe, but I am not suicidal, and neither is anybody else that you're watching here tonight. Just remember that.
Yo,
I second that.
This is long. What is this? We didn't watch this one. The kid singing about.
Yeah, this is horrible.
I don't like that. I don't want to hear that.
Just to give a little background on this. This is from the show The Whitest Kids You Know, which was insanely popular when we were teenagers. I don't know if you guys ever watched it or knew about it, but this is.
I've heard of it. I just never watched it.
Just to prevent confusion, so this isn't Trevor Moore singing. This is a skit that he put together that aired on the show, and Trevor Moore, spoiler, committed, as they say, suicide. Play it, John.
As they say. Holy shit.
I may be a little kid, but I have been around. Can hear the girls all scream, Soon as our wheels touch down, junkets in Tokyo, fashion shoots in Milan, then a private jet to Madison Square Garden, 36-week-long tours, 10 singles on the charts. So hear my message, girl, cause it comes from the heart. Help me, my parents sold me.
What the frick?
Who the fuck was helping her make this?
They let this air on Comedy Central.
Would you like that Tim and Eric? I know that Eric, he did some things with like Eric or Tim and Eric, one of them dudes. He's right there actually in the video.
Yeah,
this is
right there. Actually,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Tim.
Are one of those guys a fucking cuck?
I don't know. Yo, how
Disturbing
long
as
after did
fuck.
the kid get killed or kill him or pet die?
I don't know the numbers on that, but I would venture a guess that if you scroll down in the comments, they'll talk about it. But let's get to the rest of this disturbing song. It deserves to be heard.
Oh my god.
I mean that guy, that's Tim or Eric, Sean.
I think that's Eric.
Yeah, that guy, he did some wild ass comedy.
Jesus Christ.
This is and people were just watching this 20 years, something years ago, just getting fucked up.
Listen to this.
What the?
Yeah, dude.
Man, how old is this?
12 years ago, posted by Comedy Central. We'll probably get copyright hit for that, but it needs to be seen.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely.
But we talked through it, so maybe this is educational. These people are sick.
Ah, man.
Scroll down to the comments and see if there's anything about when Trevor passed away.
He died from falling off a balcony in Los Angeles. This is sketch by. Oh man, more of this.
I don't have it in me, man.
No.
And there's Jake again. there it is.
He died in 2021 at age 41. After falling off a second-story balcony at his home in LA. Jesus. Illuminati or politics. Oh. Jeez, man. Sorry for the silence. All right. Let's wrap it up, man.
Yeah, you put stuff like that out there, you're gonna get killed. So that's why I would repeat that I'm not suicidal. Neither is John. Neither is Dave.
Yeah. No.
So we may as well send it out on a funny note. Like we didn't cover. I had this Charlie Kirk link, but I don't want to do that right now.
No.
So go up to the top of the list, and let's go out on a laugh. Ice is terrible unless you need them. Number 4.
All right. Let's close it out. Wait, is this Billie Eilish thing?
She called ice, dude.
Wait, what? Where am I? This?
So this is the dude that said he was he wanted to stay at her house because nobody's illegal.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Now here's what happened to him as a result of Billie Eilish making a phone call.
Whoa. Billie Eilish got me deported from the U.S. I think her legal team contacted DHS. I spent 30 hours at LAX immigration trying to explain that my shit posts were just a joke and I didn't actually plan to personally move into her mansion. Oh my God. He had to actually. Honestly, most of the agents were nice and laughed at the idea, but there was nothing I could do. Maybe evil leftists are still in charge of sections of the bureaucracy. Maybe. I guess some people are, in fact, actually illegal on stolen land, and I guess I am just a bad guy.
So Billie Eilish called ICE. Funny how that goes, isn't it, guys?
Jesus. Is that all fake? That's all bullshit.
It's all fake. We know that. Every bit of it's fake.
This is all just distractionary matrix fodder, I like to call it.
To jump back, I don't know. Yeah, I mean we can end it, but there's so much we could do. We could just go on a marathon and keep going. There's just so much information out there right now.
I would say this is our longest link episode yet. We're at 3.5 hours of going through this crap. It's a pretty lengthy stream. We hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, appreciate you guys watching. We're trying to get better at this. I think we're getting a little more natural with it.
There's a lot less silence, except for when there's nothing you can possibly say about what you just witnessed.
Yeah, I mean, and this is what it's going to be, because what are we going to talk about? We're not going to go just play funny videos all the time. We'll slip a few in, but we know what the people need to see and want to see.
They need to see, and they want to see Boots. Let's show the world. Bring Boots up. You're full screen. Lift that beautiful kitty onto the screen.
Look at our little kitty, Ricky.
That's right. We're a kitty-friendly show here.
Tuesday we got an interview coming up.
We do.
If you guys want to kind of tee that up a little bit, John, if you want to pull his page up, Crowdsource the Truth. We're gonna have Jason Goodman on. Not sure what time yet, but I think we're confirmed for Tuesday night. And he's going to come on. We're going to talk about some of his investigation work, his background. Obviously, the elephant in the room we'll touch on, John Collin. I think Jason's going to be able to tell us what he's got going on. So, yeah, it should be an interesting talk with him because he's done some pretty awesome research on comes from a pretty interesting background. So I'm excited to talk to him and dig into some things. Maybe he can update us on the Charlie Kirk thing and see, because I've kind of tapped out on that. So I'd like to hear a new, fresh perspective.
That's his perspective, apparently.
Yeah, a bunch of other things. Well, so I think he just relaunched his YouTube channel. We'll have to go check.
Yeah, that should be an interesting discussion for sure. He's done a lot of work with the Epstein stuff, and he's got a lot of stuff that's been deleted, stored within his database for Crowdsource the Truth. I love these guys, by the way. Redacted, they're a great show. I'd like to give them a shout out. They seem to be right on point with everything, and I got a little bit of admiration for Clayton and Natalie there. If they're watching, we appreciate you guys, or I do at least.
They follow us. They both follow the Isaac's Army.
Oh, thank you for that.
So, maybe
they're good people, but that's going to be interesting. Tuesday night, somewhere between the hours of 6 and 7. We'll let you know when we confirm. And no, we're not saying 6, 7 because we don't do that type of shit here.
Why didn't bring it up?
Well, I mean, it came out of my mouth, so I felt like I had to address it. Unfortunately,
I catch myself saying it, and then I'm like, man, I never thought of it that way. I probably said it a million times, and it didn't mean shit. Now all of a sudden, it's fucking with me.
Yeah, dude. Out of everybody in this room, you are
don't do that.
Johnny is the first to say all the things that the kids are saying at the ripe old age of 40.
It's demonic.
Don't let them hijack their bullshit.
I mean, you can't help but say the number 6 and 7 in succession. That's just natural way of saying numbers. But,
when you make it demonic, everybody's got to question it. So,
yeah,
stay tuned for information on that interview. That's going down Tuesday night. We'll let you know the time as soon as we have it. And to close out on that positive note, spend the time, go out, talk to your neighbors, touch grass. We sound like broken records. I sound like a broken record more than anybody. But
touch the mass.
Touch grass, touch the mass. You'll realize very quickly if you spend some time talking to people out of the world and rather than just reading the internet all day, you'll notice that we're a lot closer to winning this thing than anybody could ever realize. And the thing we have to do as a group is we have to get this stuff spread far and wide. The algorithm shut it down, but the only way people wake up is if they see it for themselves. So please help us with that mission. And, together we can take this thing. Together we can topple this disgusting cabal that runs our entire world. And the first way to do it is to stay here with us. Come and tune in and let people know what you saw. And then check out our YouTube page and our Rumble page for shorts, because we clip these up into smaller segments to make it easier viewing for people who won't sit for 4 hours of this. Share it. Push it. Right, guys?
Yeah, man. Well
Yeah,
said.
guys, give us a like, give us a share. We do really work hard on these things. We spend a lot of time. We do it for free. So yeah, if you want to support us, you guys can buy us a coffee, do that sort of thing, or buy one of the mugs.
All you got to do is scan the
Or just
QR
watch
code on the
us
bottom
and
right. You
share-
can buy us a
share and
coffee.
like. Yeah, just share and like is enough, honestly. So, but we'll have some other cool stuff that maybe we can offer products to you that are like actually really good, meaningful stuff that you would want. So maybe in the future we could do something like that, but we'll see. But in the meantime, we got some awesome interviews coming up for you. We'll have at least 1 or 2 of these weekly shows where we just run through X and see what the hell's been going on. It's obviously been a wild couple weeks with the Epstein files. I can't imagine that's going to slow down because more and more is just going to get pulled from it, and more is going to be demanded from it. We can only hope. So with that, guys, I think we send it out. For myself, for Big Sean, John, we will catch you guys next time. God bless.
Peace.
Thank you so much.